Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Zayn, and welcome to Summerslam.
We are here, ladies and gentlemen, finally at the biggest party, or slightly starting out summer if you live in the South. Anyway, we are here in SummerSlam. The fireworks are on. We got a stat match card for you tonight. We have a 2.5 hour show ahead of you. Buckle in, folks. It's going to be a long one.
It's going to be a long ride, and we are kicking off. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, I'm not a lead commentator on a match because we're starting off with the Fight Pit.
We are starting off in the Fight Pit. Both these men have been training for a long time. Here comes Matt Riddle, the original bro.
Riddle making his way to the ring. This is a fight that Riddle has been talking about for years. A fight he has always wanted since he became a wrestler. Matt Riddle has always wanted a match with Brock Lesnar, and now tonight he gets it.
Matt Riddle walks down here tonight, a man who, on a mission to prove his legitimacy inside the ring, and he's going to do it tonight inside the Fight Pit.
The way the Fight Pit works, for those that haven't seen the Fight Pit in NXT in real life before, it is a steel cage around the ring, and the only way to win is by knockout or submission.
Matt Riddle with a slight jiu-jitsu advantage over Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar with the Kimura lock that he has. Matt Riddle jumps over. Ooh, kicking off the flip-flops. Matt Riddle has been speaking about his camp. His fight camp this week. His first time being in a camp in 7 years, Xander. Professional fight camp.
Well, how about that? But now, one thing I can say is, here comes the pain. The Beast Incarnate, stepping into the ring for the first time since WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar is here.
Brock Lesnar walks in here tonight, a man, a legendary MMA heavyweight. Brock Lesnar has such names on his record as Frank Mir, as Randy Couture. He broke the Natural. He's fought men like Alistair Overeem, Cain Velasquez. He is an MMA pioneer and an MMA legend, and he walks in here tonight ready to go with Matt Riddle.
And of course, if you are wondering how this matchup came about, if you're new here, last month at Battleground, Matt Riddle challenged Keith Lee for the United States Championship. Was unsuccessful in that night when Brock Lesnar showed up. Many thought he was coming to set his sights on Keith Lee, who had beat Lesnar at WrestleMania earlier this year. But instead, he walked right down to the ring and gave Matt Riddle a one-way ticket to Suplex City and left him laying with an F5. So now tonight, the Beast Incarnate is looking to take on the original bro with honor on the line inside of the Fight Pit. This is going to be a big fight feel. It's going to be a real fight feel tonight between these two. Two men enter this squared circle inside of the cage, and only one will walk out victorious in the first ever LS11 Universe Fight Pit match.
Hold on while I silence my phone. There we go.
Here we go.
And ladies and gentlemen, this fight starts off, and denying that takedown. Riddle turns it into a jiu-jitsu style takedown. Right there. He hits his chest a little bit. He's pumping up. Now, Matt Riddle did not engage on the ground there. Interesting decision by Matt Riddle, but he's starting off with some kicks to the body, and he's going to bounce it off the ropes. Here comes Riddle. Ooh, but Brock Lesnar knocks it down with a shoulder barge of his own, and he's going to pick him up for a good old style Greco wrestling takedown. Brock Lesnar using the wrestling takedown to his inherent advantage here tonight.
What a maneuver.
Ooh, kicking him down to the ground.
Riddle now sending him off the ropes, and Riddle has Lesnar up against the ropes. Went for a knee. Lesnar out of the way. There's a headbutt.
Lesnar, Matt Riddle denying the takedowns again. Matt Riddle denying a lot of takedowns in this Fight Pit so far. Him locking up the arm. Locking up the arm. Seizing the arm. And then Brock turning it out again.
Oh, what a spinning back fist.
A nice spinning back fist. A good kickboxing maneuver there from Matt Riddle. As he...
Looked like he was trying to throw Lesnar into the cage.
Into a good suplex there. A suplex rarely seen in MMA. You have to have a lot of lower body strength to do it, but Brock has that in spades. Brock now bouncing him off the ropes. And, engaging with a big knee in the corner.
And now Lesnar grabs the legs of Matt Riddle, palms him up, and slams him back first into the mat. Brock Lesnar has the advantage in the early goings here.
Lesnar raising up the fist as Riddle Begins to writhe and pain on the ground. Ooh, kicking him on the ground. Those are some Pride-style boots, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lesnar. Lesnar getting another jiu-jitsu takedown there by Matt Riddle. That was called... Ooh!
Into the cage went Lesnar. What is Riddle thinking here? Where you can't escape the cage, but you can use it to your advantage. Riddle seems to be trying to climb the cage, perhaps.
Riddle tonight with these takedowns channeling the great Hoist Gracie.
Oh, Riddle kicks Lesnar in the head, and now Matt Riddle.
The legendary Hoist Gracie, who beat Ken Shamrock inside the at UFC. Here we go.
Riddle back up top again. Now he's trying to climb yet again. Trying to understand what the idea here is for Riddle.
Maybe to get away from Lesnar a little bit, maybe to create some separation. Maybe to make Lesnar work a little bit harder in this match. And oh my god, we're going into an electric chair position. Here we go. Ooh, he's dropping him right down onto the mat, Xander.
Right on the mat goes Matt Riddle. And now
Lesnar himself. Oh, Lesnar showboating to the crowd a little bit.
Not something we normally see Brock doing.
Going for a spinning back fist. That does not work out. And getting hit with the forearm instead by Lesnar. Lesnar now.
Lesnar's looking for a submission, it seems.
Lesnar with a modified Bulldog choke.
Very interesting here as he's got Riddle locked in.
Now Riddle slips out. Ooh.
And now Riddle turns Lesnar over. And now Riddle... Oh, he's working over the leg here. He takes out the leg. And Riddle... Oh, there's a neck breaker taking down Brock.
Into the second rope.
No, decides against it, though. Now he's going up top.
Again, he's trying to climb out.
He's walking the ropes here a little bit. And, oh, went for the double axe handle. Lesnar grabs him and spins him around.
That does not work out.
Normally, a Lesnar match is all about Suplex City, but tonight Lesnar looks like he wants to be the better fighter.
Lesnar getting hit with his knee in the midsection. A very Anderson Silva-like maneuver. Let's see what happens.
Spear!
Ooh! Well, in this case, it would be a forward takedown, Xander, into an ankle lock. This is a very effective move, but can he grapevine it?
He's got that ankle lock in tight on Lesnar. You can see Lesnar.
Do you want to know? This is how Lesnar lost his first ever MMA fight. He lost it to Frank Mir this way, by ankle lock.
And Lesnar kicks him in the head. Lesnar now shoving Riddle into the mat. Brock Lesnar picking him right back up, and Lesnar, oh, here we go.
Lesnar with another suplex, and we are going to Suplex City, ladies and gentlemen. 2, and then we're going to get one more suplex, Xander. 3. Now, Lesnar going to showboat, or is he... Oh, and Matt immediately getting up. He's very exhausted, you can tell, though. Let's see. Oh, another forearm strike there. Oh!
Knee strike from Matt Riddle.
Another good knee strike there from Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle again trying to climb the cage.
Riddle. Oh, this time, though, Lesnar. Riddle's on top of the cage. Like I said, though, you can't win by escaping the cage. So Riddle stalking Lesnar now. He's looking down at him. What is Riddle thinking? Oh, boy. Riddle! Off the cage with a crossbody.
What a great maneuver there. And ooh. He hit down.
What a knee.
A good knee strike there. Let's see.
Caught him flush on the skull with that one. And now Riddle going right back into an ankle lock.
This has been a weak point for Lesnar in the past. Let's see if he can work through it. Lesnar kicking with an up kick to the head from the stack guard position.
And so the interesting thing in this situation is it almost seems, well, that nullifies my point. I was going to say it almost seems Brock wants to knock Riddle out rather than make him tap out.
Armbar here. The funny thing is, Lesnar has a fairly good submission artist when it comes to competing inside the cage.
That's what I've heard. Is now Riddle punching Lesnar in the head.
Riddle moving into the side control position and immediately going up to the top and trying to hit more moves there. He's now going for the ankle lock again. Riddle here really using the ankle lock that has hurt Brock Lesnar in the past. And Lesnar again using it and switching to the up kick from the stack guard position.
Lesnar with a kick of his own and just clobbering Matt Riddle now. Riddle right back to his feet, though, and here comes Matt Riddle. There's a clothesline. Here comes Riddle. Riddle kicking the leg out from under Lesnar. Riddle now trying to pick Brock up, and Brock, shoulder block. Oh, here we go.
Oh, ground and pound starting from the full mount. You do not want to be in a full mount position in a cage fight, ladies and gentlemen. And Brock, even though Riddle's intelligently defending, it just does not seem to be working. But Riddle brings it back down to the mat. Ooh, with focusing on the arms with a massive drop kick there. Riddle now, let's see what he's going to do.
Right back into that ankle lock. It's got to be a smart strategy, right? Just continuously working over that ankle of Lesnar.
You would think, Xander, you would think, but like that can leave holes in your own offense that Brock could easily take advantage of. Brock has experienced this at the elite level. Riddle has more overall fights, but Lesnar was thrown right into the deep end and told to swim.
As Lesnar, he is writhing in pain, and he is again, just as you said, rolling through.
And that is again from the up position. Xander, you have to be careful with this up kick position. The up kick position, Xander, is a very, very dangerous thing to end up in. You can easily end up knocked out.
Lesnar just head first into the cage. Riddle turning him over now. What's Riddle thinking? Oh, here we go.
This is actually the full bulldog choke. Before Lesnar went for a modified bulldog choke, but this is the actual bulldog choke.
Lesnar's going to slip out of it now.
Oh, and another spinning back fist, channeling the essence of Stylebender Israel Adesanya.
Lesnar, he's targeting that arm, perhaps trying to soften Riddle up for the Kimura lock.
The Kimura, what's interesting about the Kimura, Xander, is it doesn't just hurt your arm. The arm is the last thing it hurts. What it really does is it separates your shoulder.
Oh, did not know that. For a drop kick, Lesnar out of the way. Now Lesnar, no, Riddle, again countering. And now Lesnar.
Lesnar picking up, ooh, the great Greco-style slam. And again, he's going for that armbar, softening up the arm, trying to get the finish. This reminds me a lot of Brock Lesnar's fight with Shane Carwin over the UFC Heavyweight Championship.
Now Riddle punching Lesnar in the head. Riddle now taking him down with a knee. Right back over, though, and here we go. Right back into the ankle lock. Continuously working over that ankle is Riddle. This time, I don't think Lesnar's got anywhere to go.
Lesnar's going to tap, and it is all over just like that.
Just like that, indeed. Matt Riddle just tapped out the Beast Incarnate. That is the biggest win for Matt Riddle's career in Universe thus far. There's no arguing that fact. He's just tapped out the Beast. Matt Riddle. Wow, is all I can say. Just wow.
He managed to survive the ground and pound position, which is an easy way to get knocked out by Lesnar, and came back from the softening of the arm, ultimately to get the tap out win by way of the ankle lock. A very Frank Mir-esque win here for the original bro, Matt Riddle. He accomplishes his big career goal. Where does he have to go from here but more prestige, world titles? Matt Riddle is put himself on the map here in Universe mode. Everyone, your
what
winner.
The hell? Oh! Where did he come from?
That is Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, and he is standing with Paul Heyman.
Oh boy.
The tribal chief!
Well, into the Intercontinental title scene then. Wow. Matt Riddle versus Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns is the one to stand tall. How about that?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I suppose we'll learn more about this alliance between Reigns and Heyman on Raw. But Cesaro making his way to the ring tonight, the former Intercontinental Champion, with one last rematch for the championship tonight.
Yep, he faces Shinsuke Nakamura, a man who has put himself on the map recently since coming back as the King of Strong Style, winning the Intercontinental Championship.
Absolutely, he has. As Cesaro has made his way to the ring tonight. Cesaro, of course, involved in a very heated rivalry with Johnny Gargano over the Intercontinental Championship in the early parts of Season 2. But now he finds himself involved with Shinsuke Nakamura, who is the current Intercontinental Champion. Here it comes. Strong Style has arrived to SummerSlam. The two-time Intercontinental Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. A very flashy entrance here. A return to form as of late. Last month at Battleground, of course, he was in the triple threat against Johnny Gargano and Cesaro for this championship. He pinned the champion at the time, which was Cesaro, to become the Intercontinental Champion. And now tonight, he has that big first title defense. The defense that many people say is the hardest defense in a champion's run.
It is, because you have to get over those jitters. You have to really move forward here. And it's also a man who he knows is Cesaro. As they're contrasting styles. You have the technical wrestling of Cesaro versus the striking of Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura, another man with MMA experience.
Nakamura making his way to the ring tonight. He and Cesaro, no strangers to one another. They've done battle in the past, and now tonight they battle at SummerSlam over the Intercontinental Championship. This is going to be a hell of a fight, I'm sure. Nakamura just looking around the crowd. The whole crowd behind him. There's not a single person not on their feet for Nakamura right now. Nakamura, the king of strong style, as we've called him. A very fitting name, given this man will knock you out. Cesaro just watching on, unimpressed almost, it seems, is Cesaro. Cesaro, of course, was Intercontinental Champion, and he wants that back. He wants it back right now. Will he be able to beat Nakamura? Well, we'll find out when the bell sounds.
Nakamura walks in here tonight, a man possessed, a man with more than aspirations for the Intercontinental Championship since he's returned as the King of Strong Style. Nakamura has spoken like he sees himself going all the way to a World Championship, and oh, there's the King.
The King is back. Long live the King of Strong Style.
Nakamura is here tonight to face Cesaro, but this means more Nakamura, I think. This is Nakamura proving himself on the big stage, and he can get the job done, can be a top star.
I think you're right. Nakamura tonight with the championship defense. As I said, he was the first Intercontinental Champion we had in Universe mode, but he never successfully defended it. He lost it in his first defense against Tommaso Ciampa. Look where Nakamura is now. Intercontinental Champion. Well, I meant to say look where Tommaso Ciampa is now. The World Champion, and now Nakamura. He would love to elevate to the top of SmackDown like Ciampa has before him. And now this is what they fight for, the Intercontinental Championship. Cesaro, Nakamura, 1-on-1. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Nakamura found a DDT to get out of it. I think Cesaro was looking for an elevated uppercut. It's all a game of one-upsmanship in the early goings here. Bird kick, Nakamura. Gonna grab the leg and sweeps the leg of Cesaro. And now Shinsuke picking him up to his feet. And Shinsuke Nakamura went for a kick. Right hand. Nakamura knocking back Cesaro into the ropes. Nakamura knocks him into the ropes again and again. Shinsuke with Cesaro. Throws him across the ring. Into the corner. Nakamura goes for a kick. No! Cesaro countered.
Cesaro now really starting to... Oh, he's not... Chucking him across the ring by the head is Cesaro. Ooh, a kick to the back. But Nakamura powers through into ultimately landing that strong style combo there.
And now Shinsuke picking up Cesaro. What is Shinsuke thinking here? He goes out of the ring. He goes to the apron. Well, Cesaro follows him. And Nakamura throws a couple of kicks, but Cesaro pulls him face first into the apron. There's a right hand to the back as well. And now Cesaro kicked in the ribs. Nakamura firing away. And now Nakamura throws Cesaro back in the ring, and Cesaro picked back up by Nakamura. Nakamura threw a forearm strike. Cesaro grabs Nakamura and throws him off the ropes, ducks him, and an uppercut.
A fantastic uppercut there by Cesaro. Cesaro now calling him to his feet.
Absolutely, the Swiss cyborg, as they've called him. He picks Nakamura up to a seated position. Nakamura rolls out of the way, and Nakamura threw a kick. Cesaro sidestepped him. And now Cesaro, with Nakamura, up on his shoulders, torture rack position, plants him in the mat. And now Cesaro getting fired up. Into a cover. Cesaro, 1, 2, no. Now Cesaro, oh, here we go. Rolls him through, small package. 1, 2. Ooh, nearly had a new champion there. And now Cesaro goes for a kick, takes down Nakamura. And now Cesaro with Nakamura up to his feet. And Cesaro went for a right. Nakamura counters. Shinsuke Nakamura with a kick. And now Nakamura, Cesaro out of the ring. Nakamura standing on his own. Here comes Cesaro. Nakamura catches him with a knee strike. Throws him down. And into a neck breaker. Nakamura now with Cesaro up to his feet. Nakamura knocks it back. Forearm strike. Fires away. Shoves back Cesaro. Nakamura went for a forearm. Cesaro counters. Cesaro scoops Nakamura up and throws him down into the mat. And now Cesaro kicks Nakamura, but Nakamura out of the way. Nakamura knee strike.
And going up to the... Ooh, an up kick to the back of the head.
And now what is Shinsuke thinking here? He's calling up Cesaro, and Shinsuke...
He's going to look for that elevated Kinshasa.
Diving knee from Nakamura, and now a knee in the back. Cesaro goes down, and now Nakamura looking to put it away, perhaps. There's a kick. Cesaro falls, and Nakamura went for a neck breaker, but Cesaro gets out of the way. And now Cesaro picks Nakamura up, and Cesaro, with the Intercontinental Champion into the ropes, Cesaro whips him off of the ropes. And now Cesaro turns him over, and here we go. Now Cesaro's going to grab him. And here comes Cesaro with a gut wrench to Nakamura.
Cesaro now, ooh, kicking Nakamura whilst he's down. And you were talking about like the elevation, the Intercontinental title could quickly bring you, Xander. Think about this. Later on tonight, a man who was Intercontinental Champion and was fighting these two for 1 month ago will be fighting Tommaso Ciampa for the World Championship.
Exactly. We've only had 5 men, or 5 Intercontinental Champions. Nakamura has been 2 of them in this universe mode. And now Cesaro is calling Nakamura up, and Cesaro takes him down. Here we go. Sharpshooter. Locked in. Sharpshooter is in, but Nakamura is going to roll through. And Nakamura taking him down.
Nakamura with an amazing takedown and gets him to the corner.
Cesaro's not getting up. Nakamura, go ahead and plant up to the crowd a little bit here. Cesaro pulling himself up to his feet now, and Nakamura. Oh, went for the kick. No, Cesaro swatted him away, and now Cesaro grabs Nakamura, and Cesaro throws him into the corner. And now slamming his head off of the turnbuckle is Cesaro. And Nakamura stops it before 10. Nakamura now grabs Cesaro. Oh, here we go. Throws him across the ring. And Cesaro just falls to the mat. You see Cesaro completely out of it. I don't know whether his foot was on the ropes there. Nakamura with that big kick takes him off his feet. And a running kick as well. And now Nakamura grabs Cesaro. And what's Nakamura thinking here? Nakamura grabs Cesaro. Oh, here we go. Into Kinshasa.
That's a 1, 2.
Whoa!
No, Nakamura did not do enough to put away Cesaro there.
Not many people have kicked out of the Kinshasa. Cesaro is one of the few that can do it, apparently. As now Nakamura turns Cesaro and backstabber. Covered by Nakamura. 1,
2.
No. Yet another kick out from Cesaro. It's called the Swiss Cyborg for a reason. Now, Cesaro taken down. And now Cesaro running uppercut. Knocks down Shinsuke. And Cesaro now picks him up into a seated position. Cesaro Grabs Nakamura by the chin, and Cesaro. And the neck of Nakamura. Nakamura getting up to his feet. Nakamura up into a standing position. Elbows Cesaro, and again knocks him back, and now Cesaro. Whoa! Not sure who got the worst of that one, but Cesaro did fall off of his feet. And now Nakamura right back up to the middle rope. Is potentially looking for that diving knee again, you might think.
He's calling him up, and the crowd is 100% behind the King of Strong Style as he, nails a big drop kick.
Takes Cesaro down. Now Nakamura with Cesaro up to his feet. There's a kick. And a forearm strike. Knocks him
So
to the
far,
ropes.
this match has been all Nakamura with some bursts of energy from Cesaro. Off the ropes.
Shinsuke takes him down, and now Nakamura with Cesaro up to his feet. And Nakamura, forearm strike. And went for another. Cesaro countered. Cesaro throws him into the corner. Cesaro with an uppercut. Now Cesaro grabs Nakamura and turns him over. And Nakamura. Cesaro. Over the neck now of Nakamura. Has a bit of a chokehold in on him. And he's going to break out of it. Shinsuke with a drop kick.
Fantastic drop kick there by Shinsuke Nakamura.
And now Nakamura going for a kick. Cesaro swept the leg. European uppercut takes him down. Cover. There's one. There's two. Nakamura kicks out.
Nakamura with a massive kick out. And Cesaro arguing with the ref, but ref's just a mediator.
Yes, he is. Now Cesaro's calling Nakamura right back up to his feet. And what is Cesaro thinking now? Here we go. Grabs Shinsuke, but Shinsuke's going to slip out of it. Probably fighting out of the sharpshooter there, you'd think. And now Shinsuke elbows the arm of Cesaro. And now Nakamura with a chop. Kicks him in the ribs. Oh, no! Win for the Kinshasa. Cesaro cut the legs. And now Nakamura is down. I don't think Nakamura saw that coming. And now Cesaro standing over Nakamura. Calling him up to his feet. And now Cesaro takes him right back down. And now Cesaro right back in.
Again, but turns it the wrong way and leading right into the rope break. If he had just turned it the other way, it would have been better. But now he's going to pick him up from the gut wrench. He's going to go right to the slam. Boom. There we go.
Down goes Shinsuke. And now Cesaro into a cover on Shinsuke Nakamura. 1, 2.
Not enough to put away the King of Strong Style.
Nakamura with the shoulder up. And now Cesaro going up to the top rope is Cesaro. And what is Cesaro thinking here? Diving splash to Nakamura from
What a
Cesaro.
spectacular diving splash to Shinsuke Nakamura. And a big leg drop there too.
Cesaro with the leg drop and a knee into the head of Nakamura. And now Cesaro turns him over with a kick to the head, and Nakamura's in trouble. Cesaro, knee to the head of Shinsuke. And now Cesaro turns him over, and Shinsuke Nakamura, no, he kicks out. And now Cesaro, kick to the back of Nakamura, turns him over, and now Shinsuke caught with the neck by Cesaro. And now Cesaro cranking on the neck of Shinsuke Nakamura. And Cesaro takes him down. Cesaro now, what's he thinking? He's going to turn Nakamura over, and Cesaro going up to the leg. Well, that worked wonders for Matt Riddle in the last matchup we saw tonight. And now Cesaro kicks the arm of Nakamura. And now Cesaro, what's he thinking here? Grabs Nakamura and then the end of the head from Cesaro. Now Cesaro hits him in a seated position, has him by the neck. And Cesaro working over the neck of Nakamura. Cesaro cranking in and takes down the neck. There's a kick as well. And again. And a leg drop connects. Nakamura is down. Cesaro. Knee to the head of Nakamura. And there's a kick again. Nakamura in some serious trouble here from Cesaro. And
Cesaro's pummeling him.
yet again pummels him. Now Cesaro picks Nakamura up, and Cesaro right hand to Nakamura, and Cesaro telling Nakamura to bring it on. Nakamura grabs him and throws him across the ring. And well, now the referee actually having to get between the two. Referee checking on Cesaro. I wonder if anything's wrong here. He's checking on the wrong guy. 2K games, ladies and gentlemen. Never getting a review copy of 2K22, am I? And now Nakamura. Cesaro getting back up to his feet. Nakamura
signaling it could be the end.
Cesaro tries to grab him. Nakamura went for a chop. Cesaro caught him right back into the sharpshooter. Cesaro favoring that move tonight. Locks it in on Nakamura again. Nakamura rolls through. Nakamura takes down Cesaro, and now Nakamura with a running kick to Cesaro, and now Nakamura picks him up in a standing position now. Shinsuke, right hand, knocked back Cesaro. Forearm strike takes him down, and now Shinsuke with Cesaro up to his feet, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, Cesaro counter. Cesaro now grabs him, lifts him up over his head, and uppercuts him.
Oh, and Nakamura rolling out of the ring and immediately getting back in there. Ooh.
There's a chop up to the middle rope. Nakamura diving knee.
Another diving knee there, and could this be setting up for the end?
He's saying it's the end. Cesaro staggering to his feet. Nakamura. Here we go with Kinshasa. Right off the jaw. One,
2, 3.
Nakamura is your winner.
Nakamura with an incredible performance tonight to keep the Intercontinental Championship. What a performance here by Nakamura. What a great effort by Cesaro.
Absolutely. In the end, though, Nakamura is your winner, and Shinsuke Nakamura is still the Intercontinental Champion. He gets to hold that championship for yet another night. Nakamura retains against Cesaro, puts Cesaro behind him for another night. But up next, we're going to be moving on to our next bit of action. It's a huge grudge match. Here comes Sami Zayn.
The battle in Brooklyn's about to begin between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Absolutely it is. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, former Raw Tag Team Champions together. They lost the championships at No Mercy. They had their rematch last month at Battleground, and Owens just turned on Zayn.
Yeah, he did. This has led to a blood feud. These two men have been at each other's throats, and now they're going to get to settle it in the ring. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, best friends, bitter enemies. This match could go either way here tonight.
Absolutely could, as Sami Zayn has made his way to the ring. And Sami Zayn, well, last year's SummerSlam was just a time of broken friendships for Sami Zayn, isn't it? Last year he was fighting Shinsuke Nakamura, being banished from Smackdown when he lost to Nakamura, and now this year he's having to fight his lifelong best friend in Kevin Owens.
Yes, he has, and this has been quite an experience for Sami Zayn as he continuously tries to climb the rungs to a world championship and just keeps getting knocked down by people like this man, Kevin Owens.
Owens making his way to the ring now. This is the first time we're seeing this more ruthless side of Kevin Owens in Universe mode. He's a dangerous man. You heard what he said to Finn Balor after Battleground. He came down and he said, "I'm the only man on Raw you haven't beat yet, so I don't care who I'm going to have to kill to get you." And now Owens tonight, he's got to go through Sami Zayn on his path to being a champion.
Now, you see, these people do this for greatness. Sami Zayn does this for greatness. Kevin Owens does not. Kevin Owens has a different motivation entirely. Kevin Owens has 2 children at home, whereas his job to provide for them. And that's the reason he walks into SummerSlam. This is the reason he does what he does. Sami Zayn, he did not want to attack Sami.
Oh, God.
But, oh my God, Sami, look out! Ooh!
Owens just starting the match early here. Referee trying to start it. And now Zayn throws him into the announce table. Owens throws him down. Kevin Owens grabs Sami Zayn, throws him into the announce table. Owens went for a kick, Zayn out of the way, and now Zayn drop kick to Owens.
Could this end in a count out early on?
A count out before they even get in the ring. At that. And now Zayn grabs Owens, throws him into the announce table. Got in the corner of that one. That had to hurt.
They are fighting each other here. Like I was saying before, Kevin Owens does this for his children. This is the reason he does this.
And now Zayn bounces off the steel steps. Referee the count of 5. At 6 now, Zayn thrown back in the ring and Owens following him in. So this matchup does not seem like it will end in a count out. At least not right now. So now Owens picks him up. And Kevin Owens, right hand. And another. Super kick. No. Zayn counter. Now Sami Zayn. No. Countered. Kevin Owens clotheslines him. Kevin Owens just drops Sami Zayn. The referee trying to provide some separation so this matchup can really get started now. Right hand again, and Kevin Owens.
Look at Sami as he's just getting pummeled here by Kevin Owens, but Owens always cutting down. Oh, and a great super kick there by Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens now watching as Zayn rolls under the bottom rope, and Sami Zayn up on the apron. Kevin Owens, right hand, sends Zayn out to the floor.
And back to the outside they go. This is not much of a wrestling match. This is more of a fight between these two.
Absolutely it is. That's what these two are all about. They're both great wrestlers, but when they get in the ring with one another, it's not about who's a better wrestler. It's about who's the fighter of the two. And right now, Kevin Owens is going to plant Sami into the mat. He picks Sami back up to his feet now, and Kevin Owens.
Now, Xander, you have to have a little sympathy for Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a man, he didn't want to hurt his friend. He didn't want to do that. He has to do what's best for him, for his family.
And so that involves trying to kill the godfather of his children.
Sami was in the way. Sami had gone in the way of his career. Kevin Owens did what was best for him and his children. His children probably somewhat hate him for what he's done, but in 10 years they're going to thank him for what he's done because he does this in the name of providing for them.
Sami now trying to fight back, and Sami Zayn into a single leg Boston Crab on Owens. Zayn really having to play the underdog role tonight like he has his whole life, really. They call him the underdog from the underground for a reason. And now Owens sees Zayn pull himself in the corner, and Kevin Owens takes down Sami with a knee strike to the head. Sami Zayn's barely gotten anything in this matchup. Right hand from Owens to Zayn, and now Kevin Owens. Super kick again to Sami. And now Kevin Owens picks him up, and Kevin Owens right hand takes down Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens picks him back up to his feet. Kevin Owens with a chop knocks Sami down. Sami Zayn is in a world of hurt at the moment.
Sami Zayn is really, oh no, he picked up again.
Here's a knee.
And if Sami cared about Kevin the way he claims to care about Kevin, he would just lay down. He would let Kevin Owens do what he has to do.
Down goes Sami Zayn again. Kevin Owens picking him right back up to his feet. Kevin Owens kick to the ribs. No, Sami countered. Kevin with an enziguri.
The enziguri again coming into play. Oh, and a big super kick there. How many super kicks has Kevin landed in this match?
Quite a few. I didn't keep count. And now Kevin Owens is up to the top, and Kevin Owens. Oh
Kevin
God.
Owens looking to end it early. Ooh,
Huge
a massive moonsault. The fact that a man of his size can do a moonsault with that kind of beauty in the air is just amazing. Kevin Owens is such a great athlete. He's going to ping on the neck. Kevin Owens is focusing on the neck of Sami Zayn. He's found a weak point, and he's going to exploit it. Here we go. He's going to go for it early. Pop-up powerbomb. Boom! On the money. Sami Zayn is down.
If he cared so much about Sami, why didn't he just pin him? Sami Zayn, it's that never say die attitude, but Owens!
Again, hitting that upper neck region.
And just kicked him in the head again. At this point, it's not about Owens wanting to win. He just wants to hurt Sami.
He's stomping on Sami now. I think he just wants Sami to stay down.
Now Owens scoops him up again, and Owens spins him out. Plants him into the mat. Kevin Owens standing over Zayn again. Zayn is down. Owens picks him up, and Kevin Owens kicks him in the ribs. Oh God, no. Oh, I thought he was about to hit the package pile driver.
Package pile driver not coming into play quite yet, and the ref is stepping in.
Now the ref, he's checking on the right person this time.
For the love of God, Sami.
Oh! Kevin Owens didn't care.
Just stay down.
Sami was down, and Owens pushed the ref out of his way. Sami counters, though, and Sami Zayn, right hand. And now Sami, no, countered again, and Kevin Owens. Cannonball. The cannonball to Sami, and now Sami's out of it. I don't know how Sami's even on his own 2 feet right now. Kevin. Kevin, don't do this.
Kevin!
You don't have to
Kevin,
do this.
I understand, but don't do this! Not this, Kevin!
It's not worth
No! Kevin! This is going too far, Kevin! No! Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Oh! Sami Zayn just went neck first into the barricade off a powerbomb. How is he still breathing?
Owens wants to let it end.
For the love of God, Sami, stay out there. Don't get back in there. Come, don't do it.
This is it. This is it.
No.
Damn it,
Sami.
Zayn.
Sami, don't.
Damn it, Zayn.
Don't get back in there, Sami. No. No. Kevin was going to let it end, but Sami again. Coming back into the ring, that never say die attitude. Sami, come on, man. You haven't used the ropes to stand up.
Oh, right hand from Owens.
No.
Spiked on his head.
Kevin, this has gone too far. Just end it. Just pin him, Kevin.
Oh, man.
This has gone too far, Kevin.
Sami, how is he still even...
Sami, you have to use the ropes to stand up. No, no, no. Oh!
Sami's legs bounced off of the announce table. Now Sami having to use the announce table to stand. Back in the ring they go.
Ref, you have to step in here.
This should have ended by now.
It's over. Wait, Sami's up. Ooh!
Kevin moonsaults into him, though. Here's another kick. And again, Kevin Owens. Just the continual stomps to Sami Zayn. How has nobody stopped this?
This is... No. Kevin, no.
Package
No!
pile driver. The head of Zayn just connected fully on the mat. I can't believe I'm saying this. Thank God. Thank God he let it end. What the hell did we just witness?
We just witnessed the most brutal mauling in the history of Universe Mode.
This wasn't a match. This wasn't a fight. This was a massacre. Your winner, Kevin Owens.
Someone get a stretcher for Sami.
Good Lord. He's not moving.
The referee should have stepped in and stopped it.
Well, somehow we're going to try and move on because up next is the United States Championship. This one should be different because the following contest scheduled for one fall is for the United States Championship. Here comes the Destroyer.
Samoa Joe joined forces with Damien Sandow a while ago and has had a contentious relationship at best since.
I agree with you. I mean, Samoa Joe, he said it best himself. He was promised money and a title shot. He's gotten one of those things. He wants to know where his world title shot is, so now it seems at Summerslam he's having to settle for the U.S. title. Sandow's had so many opportunities to give Joe that title shot. Battleground, he picks Bobby Roode. SummerSlam, he puts Joe in this fatal five-way match on the road to SummerSlam. Joe nearly wins it, but Roode sneaks away with the win in the end. Money in the Bank, Sandow puts himself in the match instead. No Mercy, he picks Rollins from a hospital bed.
Rollins was the deserving one, I believe, there. But Samoa Joe has had a contentious relationship with our general manager, Damien Sandow. But, I don't know. I think it's justified.
Here comes the United States Champion, whose new theme has been out for over 6 months and still no MP3 file of it. 4 months, my bad. Here comes Keith Lee. Keith Lee has been insane this season in Universe mode. Had a great showing at the Royal Rumble, beat Brock Lesnar.
Keith, you're a beautiful man. I'm just not sure if you may help me recover from what we just saw.
Keith Lee marching down the ring, the United States Championship over his shoulder. Keith Lee has been dominant as the U.S. Champion. No one's been able to beat him, really.
But we have a very frustrated and angry Samoa Joe licking his chops, looking for a championship, and he is looking at one Keith Lee.
Well, one thing about Keith Lee, I said very few people have beaten him. One person has beat him, and that was Samoa Joe, who in that fatal 5-way match on Raw a few weeks ago choked the United States Champion out to eliminate him from the match. So now the United States Championship is on the line. This one is going to be a Haas fight, as they call it. Introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 312 pounds, Samoa Joe. And introducing his opponent from Dallas, Texas, weighing in tonight at 340 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Limitless Keith Lee. Now the referee, he knows, they all know what this is about. It's about the United States Championship. It's Keith Lee and Samoa Joe going one-on-one at SummerSlam. Keith Lee and Samoa Joe, this is going to be a big fight. Here we go. Samoa Joe collides with Keith Lee. Neither man staggers. And now Joe, whoa! Thrown right out of the ring by Keith Lee. Right out of the ring goes Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe getting thrown back onto the barricade. Let's see. Oh, Joe lighting Lee up with a combo. But Lee coming out there with punches and bunches and chops it. But, oh, Lee with a kick to the midsection of Joe.
And Joe manages to finally someone goes off their feet. Right back in the ring now. Now Samoa Joe picks Keith Lee up, and Samoa Joe with a slap. And here comes Samoa Joe, firing away on Keith Lee. And Keith Lee shoves him into the mat. Look at this fight go down. Samoa Joe knocked back. Keith, no. Caught with a chop. Keith with a right. And now Keith Lee, no. Samoa Joe counters. And Samoa Joe knocks Keith Lee back. Keith Lee punches him in the ribs. And Keith Lee, headbutt from Samoa Joe. Now Joe with a jab. And Samoa Joe firing away. Spinning back fist, but Keith Lee counters. Keith Lee takes him down. Samoa Joe knocked into the ropes now by Keith Lee. And now Samoa Joe knocked into the ropes. Off the ropes now goes Samoa Joe. Keith Lee. No, Samoa Joe kicked in the ribs. And Keith Lee clobbers him. It's been a while since we've had a big fight like this, a big man fight like this in Universe mode.
But both these men are oddly athletic for their size, and they just move so fluidly around the ring.
Absolutely they do. Is now Keith Lee with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe clotheslines him. Down goes Keith. Joe now picked up by picking Keith Lee up, and Samoa Joe, a combination strike, managed to take Keith Lee off of his feet. And now Joe, no, Keith Lee with a shoulder block to the Destroyer. Into a cover now goes Keith. One, no, Samoa Joe kicks out. Samoa Joe out before even a 1 count. And now Keith Lee grabs Joe by the neck and punches him in the head. Samoa Joe now kicked in the back again. Keith Lee standing over Samoa Joe. And Joe now picked up by Keith, and Keith Lee off the ropes. Clothesline to Samoa Joe. Takes him off of his feet and a double axe handle. But Joe, running kick, takes down Keith Lee. And now Keith Lee in some trouble as Joe Joe thinking here? He's standing right behind Keith Lee, stalking him. Oh! Crossface! Joe with a crossface on Keith Lee. Keith's dragging himself towards the ropes, but Joe not able to keep him down. What a boot from Keith.
Keith is starting to... Oh.
Throws Joe in the corner. Oh, hang on a minute. Keith with Joe off the ropes. Keith pounces him across the ring.
Keith Lee sending Joe basically right across the ring there.
Now Keith into a cover. 1, 2. Joe kicks out. It's the Spirit Bomb versus the Coquina Clutch tonight. There's no doubt about that. Joe dodges the kick, grabs Keith Lee. Look at the strength of Joe.
Let's not forget, Joe has other moves other than the Coquina Clutch. He has moves like, for example, the Muscle Buster, which could easily take a man out.
Absolutely it could. Now Keith Lee knocked back. Now Keith, well, here it comes. He's got Joe up. Keith Lee.
Can we see the Spirit Bomb?
Spirit
and we do.
Bomb to Joe. 1, 2. Samoa Joe kicks out. That's Keith Lee's best shot, and not many people can say they've kicked out of it. Samoa Joe gets out of it. Now what is Keith thinking here? He's a big man, but he can fly around like a cruiserweight. Keith Lee calling Joe up to his feet. What's Keith thinking?
Here we go.
Keith.
We'll see. Oh, missing the
Joe.
brain chop on the way down. And Samoa Joe coming back into play here.
Oh,
Joe
dear God.
with
He's got Keith up. Joe turns him around. Samoa Joe. No, Keith Lee gonna fight out of the fireman's carry.
Joe. Oh, Lee. Oh, getting punched in the gut there. But, oh, with a big headbutt. Samoa Joe. Oh, they're going back and forth here in the corner of the ring.
That's really what this match has all been, is one man hits a big strike and the other one hits one right back.
But then Joe gets the better of it with that single leg drop kick.
Now Samoa Joe firing away, not
Giving him the big combo. Here we go.
Power
Ooh.
slam from Joe to Lee.
That was a great power slam. Making him go a full clock rotation is Samoa Joe. Joe, using the weight of his body for momentum to make Keith Lee go down.
There's a chop. Now he grabs him, a kick to the ribs from Keith. And now Keith Lee grabs Samoa Joe, throws him right back across the ring. Keith Lee countered Samoa Joe with a kick. And now here comes Joe, the Samoan submission machine, coming in like a house of fire now. Headbutt from Samoa Joe. Into a cover on Keith Lee. 1, 2. No. Keith Lee with the shoulder up at 2. Keith Lee now has to look up at Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe picks him right back up to his feet. And what is Joe thinking? He grabs Keith and hits him with the big Uranagi slam into a cover. 1, 2. No. Samoa Joe not able to put him away there. Keith Lee pulling himself back up. And now Joe back to his feet. Jab to Keith Lee. Forward shot. There's one. Keith Lee's knocked back, and Keith. Oh, Joe again suplexes him. Samoa Joe's calling him up, and Joe going to do what he did on Raw a few weeks ago. Joe grabs Keith, but Keith Lee kicks him in the knees. Now Keith Lee. Back suplex of his own to Samoa Joe. And Keith. Good Lord!
Oh, how a man can move with such grace and such size is amazing to me.
Absolutely. And now Keith. Kick to the ribs. No. I think Keith was trying to set up for the Spirit Bomb again, but Joe found the counter. And Joe knocks him back. Samoa Joe. Here we go.
Joe with the Coquina Clutch. He's going to bring it down. Oh!
He's brought it down, but Keith Lee bringing it right back up. Fights out of it before Joe can even really get started. Keith Lee not giving Joe any time.
Keith Lee knows the first 5 seconds of the Coquina Clutch are the most important, because if you don't get out within the first few seconds, the tighter it becomes and the harder it gets to escape.
Did you see that? Keith Lee just threw Samoa Joe 6 feet in the air.
They say he's limitless, and he just might be.
Samoa Joe bursts out of the corner. Joe with Keith back up to his feet, and Samoa Joe, no! Punched in the ribs by Keith Lee. Now Keith Lee with a kick to the ribs.
I think Keith Lee's getting a little bit tired on us here. Ooh!
He's got Joe in the corner, though, and Keith. What's next for Keith? He punches him in the ribs. Oh, Keith Lee. Here we go. Keith. Vader bomb.
Woo! A Vader bomb by him to Samoa Joe. Many comparisons made between Keith Lee and Vader over the years.
Absolutely, two big men who can defy their limits for their size. There's a knee to the back from Keith Lee to Samoa Joe. Now Keith picks Samoa Joe up, and Samoa Joe, good lord, just threw Keith Lee over himself. Joe now picks Keith Lee up to his feet, and Samoa Joe spinning back fist. Keith is in the corner. Joe, no! Keith counters. Keith Lee grabs him. Here we go. Keith Lee off the ropes. Goes Joe into the pounce.
The pounce again, launching Joe across the ring.
And now Keith drags him away from the ropes and turns him over. Keith Lee into a cover on Joe. 1, 2, no. Samoa Joe kicked out. Now Keith Lee. Both men have been giving it their all over these last few minutes in this matchup.
Samoa Joe is done being ignored in WWE right now.
He rolls Keith Lee through. It'll work wonders for Finn Balor at Battleground.
2. No, very close there for Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, good lord. German suplex to Keith Lee.
And again with a German suplex, but no, he modifies it.
And finally, he's going to end it with the Chimeraplex.
What a great Chimeraplex there, right? And he's into the cover, but Lee manages to free himself from that pinfall.
Now Samoa Joe is going up to the top rope. And Joe's going to look to fly this time. Oh, good lord, Keith!
These two men have been bouncing around like a bunch. Oh my god. Ooh!
I never would have thought I'd say this, but if you guys remember TakeOver Brooklyn just 2 weeks ago, Ricochet and Rey Mysterio, somehow these two are flying around almost as much, if not more than those two were.
Keith Lee paying tribute, I think, with a world's strongest slam to Samoa Joe.
He absolutely seemed to be. And Samoa Joe was able to kick out. And now Keith Lee holding the neck of Joe, of course, paying tribute to Mark Henry, who helped pave the way for bigger guys like Keith Lee. And now Keith Lee gets caught with a clothesline. And now Samoa Joe's calling him right back up, and Joe has Keith stalked right in the center of the ring for another. No! Keith Lee counters out of the coquina clutch.
Oh, wait. Nope.
Counter for counter here. There's an elbow strike, and Keith Lee clothesline to Samoa Joe. Here comes Keith Lee off the ropes. Keith with a clothesline.
A great clothesline there by Keith Lee as he tries. Oh, no. A huge elbow drop there by Keith Lee. You know Joe's going to feel that in the morning.
And now Keith is calling Joe up. This could be the biggest spirit bomb Keith's ever had to hit to keep Joe down. Joe has by far been the most dangerous challenger Keith's had thus far.
He has him up. Boom!
Spirit bomb.
2, 3. Keith Lee beats Samoa Joe to retain his United States Championship in a match that had no right to be as athletic as it was.
Absolutely. I think you look at this match, I think a lot of people, like I said, I can't see the live chat while we're commentating, but I imagine a lot of people were pulling for Samoa Joe and thought Samoa Joe was going to walk away as United States Champion tonight. Keith Lee, being limitless, once again managed to keep that championship over his shoulder for yet another night. And that's just another name added to Keith Lee's repertoire. Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe.
If Keith Lee keeps having performances like that and beating names of this size, he might be soon trading that United States title for a world title.
Very, very possibly for Keith Lee. He is limitless. That much is true. Keith Lee, with the United States Championship still over his shoulder, walks out tonight victorious. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have more action coming up because it's time for the Smackdown Women's Championship. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Here comes the man.
Becky Lynch, the man. One of the most popular wrestlers in general. They cut out the most popular female wrestler, most popular wrestlers in the world right now. The man, Becky Lynch. But tonight she goes up against some harsh offense in one Shayna Baszler.
That she does, and this is a very interesting situation. I've talked about this 1,000 times before, but this is the polar opposite of 1 year ago today. 1 year ago today, at our first Summerslam, Becky Lynch walked into this matchup, Raw Women's Champion, against the hungry challenger, Shayna Baszler. And on that night, Shayna Baszler broke Becky Lynch and took the Raw Women's Championship and went on to hold it all the way to WrestleMania. And then we come to just a few months ago, No Mercy. It's the rematch between the two. And Shayna Baszler destroys Becky Lynch and takes a count out. No, Battleground, it's a bit more back and forth, but Shayna Baszler again breaks Becky Lynch and captures the championship. And tonight is Becky's final chance to become SmackDown Women's Champion again, for as long as Baszler is champion. Here comes Shayna.
Baszler comes out here. MMA experience, a submission magician. She looks amazing right now as the SmackDown Women's Champion. The few lulls she's had in her career was a loss to Ronda Rousey at this past year's WrestleMania.
Yep, and the only other loss we've ever seen Shayna Baszler suffer by pinfall or submission was at the hands of Rhea Ripley at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 1, also just over a year ago. And we'll be seeing Rhea Ripley fighting Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship later tonight.
Yeah, so the question now becomes, can Becky truly rise above here? Can Becky rise above the power that is Shayna Baszler? Because Shayna Baszler, make no mistake about it, is one of the toughest people on planet Earth.
She is that. She's the SmackDown Women's Champion for a reason. There's a reason she only went a few months without a championship around her waist in Universe mode. In Universe, she's been here since the beginning. She's only not had a championship around her waist maybe 2 months out of the 2 years we've been here almost. As they lock up.
Shayna quickly gets tied up. Oh, but she hits Becky away. Trying to make sure Becky does not, but Becky breaks it.
Becky Lynch managing to take her down.
I do not think Becky has a good chance here of beating Shayna Baszler. The size advantage is too much. And also, I hate to say it, Becky has the wonderful disarm her, but in terms of submission repertoire, Shayna's overcomes hers any day of the week, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Now there's a right hand from Shayna to Becky, and a right hand from Becky back to Shayna. She scoops her up, and Shayna kicks at the knee of Becky Lynch. Shayna Baszler with a knee strike, takes down Lynch. There's an elbow. Becky out of the way. Oh! Shayna with a takedown. Shayna Baszler now grabs Becky Lynch. Whoa, Becky kicks her in the ribs. Swats her away now. Becky kicked by Shayna. Shayna picking her up to her feet, and Shayna Baszler. There's a kick to Becky Lynch. Picks her back up to her feet now, and Becky Lynch in trouble. Shayna with a kick to the knee. Shayna Baszler. Now Becky grabs her, and Becky Lynch scoops her up and takes her down.
An amazing takedown there by Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch now has to work off this momentum. She can't afford to give Shayna any break in the action, or else it will result in her ultimate demise, in my personal opinion, Xander.
You're very right about that, as Baszler's turned Lynch around, and what's Baszler thinking here? She grabs her, back body drop, takes her down. And now Shayna with an elbow drop. Shayna Baszler now picks Becky Lynch up to her feet, and Shayna Baszler grabs Lynch, throws her into the corner. Shayna Baszler, whoa, Becky out of the way. And now Becky Lynch grabs her, throws Shayna across the ring into the corner. Now Becky Lynch, forearm strike. Becky's already gotten way more offense in tonight than she has in their last 2 encounters. And now Shayna picks her back up to her feet, and Shayna Baszler, kick to the head of Becky Lynch.
There was a great roundhouse. Maybe, oh, here we go. Ooh, focusing on the arms. That would make it really hard to lock in the disarmer properly if her arms were damaged earlier in the match.
That it would, as now Shayna Baszler, oh good lord, Becky Lynch plants her.
And I think that's Becky's one chance of beating Shayna tonight, is to disarm her.
Very well it might be, as now Becky Lynch has put her in the ropes, and Becky whips Shayna Baszler off of the ropes now. Becky Lynch now standing over her into a cover. Lynch.
We get the one. We get the... Nope, not the two. Becky looks a little frustrated there, kicking her to the ground, trying to keep her grounded for a while.
And now Shayna shoves Becky away, and now Shayna Baszler kicks to the ribs. Shayna Baszler, here we go. Oh, there's a gut wrench. She flips over, and Shayna with another gut wrench. Flips over her one more time. No, turns her over into a cover. 2. Becky kicks out. Shayna Baszler. There's Becky Lynch down, and now Shayna. What's she thinking here? She picks Becky up, and Shayna kicking the ribs. Here we go. Shayna Baszler into Karafuda clutch.
Can Becky escape?
We're about to find out. Shayna's got it in tight on Becky Lynch. She is looking to end it early here.
Short night for Shayna. She might be able to go back to the hotel early. Oh wait, but no. Becky fighting her way out.
And Becky Lynch is going to get out of it. And now Shayna stumbles back to her feet. Becky Lynch scoops her up, and Becky Lynch throws her across the ring. Becky Lynch now standing over Shayna. Becky, what's she thinking here? Lynch grabs Baszler into the Bexploder suplex. And now Becky Lynch looking for her submission. Lynch grabs Baszler
into the one move that could possibly end it for Shayna, but it does not work out. Becky has to get more ring awareness underneath her, or else she will ultimately lose this match. She has to lock it in dead center of the ring.
There's a clothesline. Becky Lynch into another. And Lynch dropkick takes down Shayna. Shayna Baszler's in some trouble now as well, as Becky Lynch picking her right back up to her feet. And this is a smart strategy from Lynch, not wasting any time, but Baszler cuts her off. And now Shayna Baszler grabs Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch is going to firmly make sure she stays planted in that mat.
Becky almost hooking her foot on the rope to ensure that Shayna cannot pick her up. That was a great strategy there by Becky Lynch.
Oh, and here we go. Into Bexploder suplex again.
Another Bexploder suplex. Now Becky was smart. Oh yeah, she's going in the middle of the ring.
She grabs her into a cover now. Hooks the leg. 1, no. Shayna kicks out.
It's going to take a lot more damage to keep someone like Shayna Baszler down tonight.
Absolutely it will, as Becky Lynch standing over Shayna Baszler. Baszler back to her feet. Baszler in for a knee. Becky out of the way. Becky with a right hand turns her in. Becky Lynch. Oh, here we go. Rolls her through. Disarm her.
But in the ropes again. Shayna always managing to find the rope before the disarmer can get locked in properly.
Now Shayna.
Ooh, with an eye gouge.
And then a running knee as well.
Shayna not willing to bend the rules a little to keep that championship.
She rolls Becky through and brings a knee into the face. And again. And for good measure, she does it again. Becky Lynch is going to fall out of the ring. Shayna picks her back up to her feet now, and Shayna throws her back in the ring. Shayna.
You can see the disapproval of the fans on what Shayna has done here. Shayna again focusing on the cranium of Becky Lynch. Ooh.
There's a knee strike again, and Shayna Baszler with Lynch up to her feet, and Shayna with a kick to the ribs. Grabs Lynch, pops her up. There's a gut wrench. She flips over, and Shayna into another big gut wrench.
Let's not forget, every single time you nail a gut wrench like that, the air gets forced out of your lungs.
That was a very close 2 count there. And there's Shayna Baszler picking Lynch back up to her feet, and Shayna went for a right Becky counter. Becky Lynch.
Counter by Lynch. Lynch. Ooh, throwing her across the ring.
Exploder again. Connected, and now Becky Lynch.
A great Bexploder suplex there by Becky Lynch. Becky does some posing for the crowd, but I would not advise that in this situation.
Absolutely not. Not when Baszler's had your number the whole match.
1. Oh.
There's a kick out from
Becky
Shayna.
cannot manage to get the 2 count in this match.
No, she cannot. Now she's calling Baszler up. Could the third time be the charm for the disarm her to get locked in? Shayna with a right hand.
Shayna saying no to even the setup.
Decks her with a forearm. Shayna Baszler. Oh, Becky Lynch gets kicked in the head. Forearm strike. And now Becky Lynch. Oh, Shayna with an elbow to the head. Lynch rolled through. Baszler, knee to the head. And again. And again. And again. And Baszler. One more time.
You could break a woman's nose with this.
Shayna Baszler with another kick. Puts Becky in the corner. Now Baszler ties Lynch's arm up in the ropes. That's going to affect Becky's ability to disarm her.
We may be looking at another Kevin Owens Sami Zayn like beatdown from Shayna Baszler here.
Baszler with a hip toss. Now Baszler picks Lynch back up to her feet, and Shayna Baszler kicks her in the ribs. Shayna, oh, right back into the gut wrenches. There's one. Flips over again, and Shayna Baszler going for a second. There's a second. Into a cover on Lynch. 1, 2, no. Becky kicks out. Becky Lynch not able to put her away. Or Shayna not able to put Becky away, excuse me. Right hand. Shayna turns her around. Right back in. Karafuda clutch is in on Becky Lynch.
The Karafuda clutch is in once again, and she is struggling.
Becky's in trouble, and I think that's all she wrote. Shayna Baszler is still SmackDown Women's Champion. She's got Becky's number. She has got Becky Lynch's number. That much is for sure.
Becky Lynch will never challenge for the Women's Championship again as long as Shayna Baszler holds the title. And with the performance we just saw, how long is that going to be?
Who knows? A huge win. Your winner and still SmackDown Women's Champion, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. Baszler knocks off Lynch tonight. The final chapter of their rivalry has been written. That is not all we've got tonight. We've still got plenty more action coming up. Up next, we've got some more championship action on the line. Up next, the WWE title. The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Championship.
Xander, get ready. He is glorious.
Bobby Roode making his way to the ring. His second opportunity for the championship. He was rolled up last month at Battleground tonight. He wants one more shot at Finn Balor.
Bobby Roode walks in here tonight with all the confidence in the world. After coming to Raw, after vanquishing James Storm from Universe Mode, he's going to come out here tonight. He's going to beat Finn Balor and walk away with the WWE Championship. Finn Balor won the title back at WrestleMania from The Fiend.
And now tonight, Bobby Roode is looking to become a singles champion for the first time in his Universe Mode career as he makes his way to the ring. I just realized I was really far away from the microphone if I sat the way I was sitting. So Bobby Roode making his way to the ring. He is the glorious one for a reason. Bobby Roode. His second opportunity. He was handpicked by Damian Sandow last month to be the challenger at Battleground. Sandow's first pick for the U.S. title, Samoa Joe, just failed earlier tonight. Will Roode be able to bring some gold? Will he finally be able to get the gold away from Finn Balor?
Yes, sir.
So this is it. Roode and Balor. As Roode has made his way to the ring. Here comes the champ. The WWE champion.
Finn Balor has a prosperous few months as WWE champion ever since dethroning The Fiend at WrestleMania in the main event match. He now walks in here tonight, the WWE champion.
Sandow, the Raw general manager, has had one goal in mind since being revealed as the Raw general manager, and that is get the championship away from Finn Balor. Quite honestly, I think it's a poor choice of power as a general manager to be wasting your time on that.
I disagree. I think Damien Sandow's right. We need a more marketable champion on Monday nights.
Finn Balor, the Prince, making his way to the ring. The Royal Rumble winner, Finn Balor. Finn Balor, I mean, he's the only man to have defeated The Fiend. The Fiend, in fact, almost seems to have been frightened by the fact he lost to Finn Balor. So frightened in the fact that he finally let Bray Wyatt out over on SmackDown.
This match here has a lot of writing on it for Finn Balor. Finn, whenever he steps inside the ring, and if he's under pressure, because he knows if he loses that title, it'll be an uphill battle to get another shot at it. Just with the relationship with him and our general manager, Damien Sandow. But I agree, Sandow has made it obvious we need a more marketable champion, like Bobby Roode.
Well, every person that stepped up to Balor because of Roode, or because of Sandow, has failed. Tonight, will Roode change the tides? Will Roode be the one to finally beat Finn Balor for the championship? We're about to find out. Finn Balor makes his way to the ring. A big defense for him tonight. You look at Balor's run as champion. We won't talk about his first month. But then at Money in the Bank, he beat Sandow. At No Mercy, he beat Rollins. Last month, he beat Bobby Roode one-on-one. And now he's got to look to do it again tonight.
His first month, he beat Vacant right in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what we'll call it. Introducing the challenger. From Toronto, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, the glorious Bobby Roode. And his opponent, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 198 pounds, he is the WWE champion, Finn Balor. Finn Balor hands over the championship to the referee. Will it be his final night as champion? It's been a good run for champions thus far tonight. All champions have retained thus far tonight.
But trends don't make defenses here, Xander. Finn Balor has quite the challenge ahead of him with Bobby Roode, who's a veteran of this game.
There's a clothesline from Roode right out of the gate. Goes for a kick to the back. Balor rolls him through, and Finn Balor cover. 1, 2. Ooh, Roode kicks out. Finn Balor comes off the ropes, and Finn Balor with a drop kick. Caught the referee as well with that one.
So now the ref will be dead for 15 years.
Balor, Hurricane Rana to Roode, into a cover.
Wait, another roll-up here by Finn Balor. Finn Balor looking to try to win like he did last month with these roll-ups.
And now Roode caught with a right hand with Balor. Not able to put him down. Roode went for a running neck breaker. Balor out of the way. Balor with a clothesline took down Bobby Roode. And now Finn Balor with an elbow drop. Roode out of the ring. Bobby Roode back into the ring now. Grabs Finn Balor. Bobby Roode sends him off the ropes. Roode ducks Balor. Bobby Roode went for an elbow. Balor countered. Balor taken down by Roode, and Finn Balor caught with a neck breaker. Bobby Roode with a punch to the head. Bobby Roode is being ruthless here. And now a knee to the back from Roode to Balor. Bobby Roode now stomped to the back of the head. Has the neck of Finn Balor, and Finn Balor being taken down.
The neck crank there by Bobby Roode to Finn Balor. That can really affect you later on in the match, Xander.
There's an arm drag from Finn Balor. Finn comes off the ropes. Finn Balor, Sling Blade, taking down Bobby Roode. And now Bobby picked up by Balor with a forearm. Finn Balor taken down. Roode. Clothesline takes Balor off of his feet. And now Finn Balor picked up by Bobby Roode. And Bobby Roode, headlock on Finn. Roode locks that headlock in, pulls back on it. And Finn Balor, no, Roode wrenches back on the neck again.
A fantastic strategy here by Bobby Roode, but Finn's starting to slip out of it. He's going to go for an elbow to the gut.
Elbow to the gut from Balor. Forearm strike takes Roode off of his feet. And Bobby Roode now kicked in the head by Finn Balor. And now Roode pulling himself up into the ropes, and Finn Balor. Clothesline takes Bobby Roode out and takes him out over the top rope. And now Finn Balor just posing for the crowd here. Referee at the count of 2. Balor double axe handle to Roode. And now Finn Balor picks Roode back up to his feet. Finn Balor with a kick. Knocks Roode towards the ropes. Roode grabs Balor, throws him off the ropes. Bobby Roode. Elbow strike, no Balor counters. Balor picked up by Roode, and Roode with Balor taking him towards the ropes. Bounces him off the ropes. Bobby Roode now picking him up to his feet, and Bobby Roode. Right hand takes Finn off of his feet. Bobby Roode calling himself glorious there. Roode turns Balor over with a kick, and Bobby Roode takes out the arm of Finn Balor. And Roode picks Balor up, and Balor knocks him back. Finn Balor with Roode into the corner. Finn. Oh, here we go. We're going to come alive here. Finn Balor. Shotgun drop kick.
An amazing shotgun drop kick there by Finn Balor. Finn already going for the coup de grace, trying to finish this early. Here we go, people. He's on top.
Finn.
Coup de grace. Ooh, but lands on his knees. And now Bobby Roode looking for the glorious DDT. It could be over. We could have a new champion. 1, 2. No, not today.
Finn Balor got the shoulders up at 2. Did not see that one coming. Finn kicks right back to his feet now. Finn with a forearm. And another. And now Finn Balor. Sling Blade. Sling Blade connects to Bobby Roode. Finn Balor with Roode. Throws him across the ring. Balor grabs Roode. And here we go for shotgun drop kick again. And now Finn Balor going up to the top. Now Balor's going to look to connect this time. It didn't work out for him last time, but he's going for it again. The coup de grace connects.
And Finn connects with the coup de grace, and it could be over early here in the WWE Championship match.
1, 2. Ooh, near fall.
That was really, really close there. 2 again, no.
And Roode kicked out again. And now what's Balor thinking? He's calling Roode up to his feet. He picks him right back up, slaps him in the face. Roode with a kick to the ribs. Bobby Roode kicks Balor. Oh, wait a minute. Glorious DDT. 1, 2. Oh! Finn Balor kicked out a second time from the glorious DDT. 1, 2, no, Finn kicks out. And now Finn Balor picked up by Roode, and Roode grabs Balor, elbows him in the head. And now Finn Balor with Bobby Roode. Balor, right hand to Roode. Finn, right hand, and again, Finn knocks him towards the ropes. Roode counters. Roode grabs Balor, right hand takes him down.
An amazing right hand there by Bobby Roode.
But now Finn Balor's falling to the outside, and Bobby Roode's following him. Went for a right hand. Balor counters. Balor with Roode into the apron, or barricades. And now over the steps. Referee continues his count. Balor the kick to Roode, and again, Finn Balor going after Bobby Roode. And Roode thrown into the steps again. Referee at a 5 count now. Balor going to the top rope. Balor. We're going to come off the top. Finn. Elbow drop to Bobby Roode. And now Finn picking him right back up to his feet, and Finn Balor. Right hand, no. Bobby Roode countered again. Roode puts him in the ropes. Bobby Roode, no. Finn Balor counters. There's a chop, and Balor going right after the glorious one now. It's him back. Balor. Caught with a chop. Roode. Huge spine buster.
An amazing spine buster there by Bobby Roode. And he's going to go for the cover once again. Nope, not even a 1 count.
Balor not even allowing him to get a 1 count. And now Roode, what's he thinking here? He picks Balor up. Bobby Roode.
So Xander, the longer the match goes on, who do you think it favors more?
Right now, it's looking like Finn Balor's mounting the comeback. I say that, of course, Roode just took him down. But now Roode's calling Balor up again. Roode. Kick to the ribs.
He's looking for glorious DDT. Here we go.
A third glorious DDT.
2, 3. We have a new champion, folks.
I've spoken too soon. Bobby Roode just captured the WWE Championship for the first time in his career. Balor looked for a repeat of their last encounter earlier in the night, but Roode was able to get out of it. Roode, with 3 glorious DDTs, puts away the now former champion. We have a new WWE champion, and his name is Bobby Roode. Sandow's mission has finally been accomplished.
And it was accomplished by a man who did it gloriously, because we have a new WWE champion, and his name is Bobby Roode.
Of course, and we have more action coming up next. But here in the commentary booth, I see a spike in audio levels coming up. So, I think it's time for a Patreon advertisement. Subscribing on YouTube is both free and appreciated. But another way that you can support the channel, if you are willing and able, is on Patreon. The LS11 Universe Patreon is linked in the description of every video that we have on the channel. Patreons get cool rewards, like personalized thank you videos, their name in the credits of videos on the channel, early access to side series like GM modes and Road to WrestleMania playthroughs, access to voting on the bi-weekly watch-alongs, and a bi-weekly podcast hosted by myself and Ray, where you get to learn more about us and more about decisions made behind the scenes. If you want to support us on Patreon, it's very appreciated, as it both helps the channel and helps support Ray's unhealthy Dr. Pepper addiction. Woo! Now, back to the show. And it is time to get back to the show indeed, past Xander, as it is time for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships.
And we are about to shock the system with the Undisputed Era.
Well, there's Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Adam Cole.
They have been on a mission to replicate their NXT success when they were all drenched in gold, and now they come out here. This is one of the steps they have to take, and they could easily accomplish the first part of that mission. Well, the second part of that mission, if you count the Money in the Bank win. If Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish can accomplish this and win the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles.
Well, Ray, I got a question for you here.
Huh?
It has been a while since you were here on a pay-per-view. You've done 2 NXT takeovers since TakeOver New York. The last time you saw these 4, when you got to commentate, was NXT TakeOver New York. Have you missed them?
I have, because we've missed Adam Cole, baby.
The Undisputed Era. They're looking to take over Friday Night SmackDown. They already have the Money in the Bank briefcase, and they are looking to capture the SmackDown Tag Team Championships 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. The reason Cole and Strong were allowed to be out here is because 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, Adam Cole knocked off Bobby Lashley of the Hurt Business in singles action, where the stipulation was the winners got to stay in the corner for their respective team. at SummerSlam. So, Bobby Lashley being defeated means that Cedric Alexander, Noam Dar have to come in alone. No MVP, no Bobby Lashley to back them up. How do you think that's going to affect the mindset of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions tonight?
Well, if there are, well, it was already bad enough as is. I think they're about to kiss their titles goodbye, because not only are they going to have to do this without the Hurt Business in the corner, in the Undisputed Era in the other corner, but also they're facing legends of the tag team wrestling business, which is Red Dragon, now part of the Undisputed Era.
Of course, as Alexander and Dar making their way to the ring. Cedric Alexander and Noam Dar, the young lions of the Hurt Business, as MVP has called them.
Noam Dar was an unexpected addition to the Hurt Business when he came in, but ever since then he has really made his place. He's really earned his place among the rankings of the Hurt Business as one half of the tag team champions.
That he has, as he and Cedric Alexander tonight, with possibly, I'm not even going to say possibly, definitely the biggest defense in their run as champions. I mean, they beat Beer Money Inc. to win the championships, but that was right before Beer Money Inc. split apart. Other than that, I mean, Drew Gulak and Tony Nese, Elias World Tour, those teams aren't the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, this is a massive bump up in competition. These two have held tag team gold everywhere they have gone in the wrestling business. Like I said, these two, this whole faction controlled an entire brand of universe mode for a calendar year.
Absolutely, they did, as Cedric has Kyle O'Reilly up, spins him out and plants him into the mat. Down goes Kyle. And now Cedric picking him up to his feet, and Cedric Alexander grabs Kyle O'Reilly, turns him around, and Cedric's got him. Cedric Alexander with Kyle O'Reilly taking him towards the ropes, with Kyle O'Reilly countering.
Kyle O'Reilly is among the most dangerous strikers in all of wrestling today.
Cedric bounces off the turnbuckle. It's crazy to think all 6 men that we're seeing out here were in NXT 6 months ago. And now here they are at SummerSlam, fighting over the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Tag made. Here comes Bobby Fish. And now look at this. Bobby Fish lifts him up. Kyle O'Reilly plants him. But they're not done. Now they throw him across the ring for good measure. And he picks Cedric Alexander up. And now there's a kick. Bobby Fish going after Cedric. Kicks him in the knee. No. Cedric counters. And now Cedric grabs Bobby Fish. Throws him in the corner.
And I appreciate the Hurt Business. I appreciate what they've done. But, you know, you need time to mold as a tag team. And do you think Dar and Alexander have had the time to mold as a tag team? Certainly they haven't had the time that Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly have had to mold and come together as a tag team. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish have been tag team champions everywhere they've gone, and they've done this for upwards of 10 years.
You're right about that, of course. We do see some double team moves like that double backstabber just a minute ago between Cedric and Noam. They've had time to gel as a team, but they've not had as much experience as a team as Fish and O'Reilly have. Yeah. Of course, Alexander and Dar, they did form a bit of a makeshift team towards the end of their run in NXT earlier this year, hence why they were drafted to SmackDown together. But now, whoa, hung up in the ropes goes Noam Dar.
And like I said, it shocked a lot of people when Dar was the one to join the Hurt Business and become and him and Alexander will become the official tag team sector of the Hurt Business. But Dar has since really proven his worth as part of that faction.
He absolutely has. I think a lot of people, when the Hurt Business arrived to SmackDown, when it was just MVP and Lashley, I think a lot of people expected, I don't think they expected Noam Dar to be the addition. I think they expected a gold standard, not a supernova. Both men were thinking the same thing. I think Kyle may have whiffed Cedric with that kick in the air.
Cedric Alexander is such a talented performer in the ring.
Kyle O'Reilly kicking him down, rolling forearm from O'Reilly to Cedric Alexander. And now he picks him back up to his feet, and Kyle O'Reilly with another kick takes Cedric off of his feet, and Kyle O'Reilly with Cedric up to his feet, off the ropes. Kyle O'Reilly went for a forearm, Cedric Alexander went for an enziguri. And now Kyle O'Reilly with a super kick. And now Cedric picked up by Kyle O'Reilly, and Kyle O'Reilly, no, Cedric takes him down, and Cedric Alexander, no. Kyle O'Reilly kicks him in the ribs, boots him in the head. O'Reilly with a forearm to Cedric Alexander.
An amazing forearm there. And now O'Reilly's beginning to work over Alexander. Oh, wait. Avoiding that big move there.
And now Cedric puts Kyle O'Reilly in the corner. Tag made. Noam Dar is back in. What are they thinking here? Oh, here we go. Double super kick. Required double the commentary. And now Noam Dar turns him over. Noam Dar, what's he thinking here? He grabs Kyle O'Reilly. And Noam Dar plants him into the mat. Noam Dar now grabs O'Reilly, picks him up, and an arm drag, taking him down. And there's another super kick to Noam Dar.
Dar has such a unique perspective as he has that European wrestling experience that everyone else in this match lacks, and he could probably use that to his advantage here as this match goes on.
Right about that, but that's if he doesn't get hit in the face with a knee of Bobby Fish again, and Bobby Fish takes him down. Noam Dar grabs him, throws him into the corner. Dar went for a drop kick. Bobby Fish. Right hand from Cedric.
Xander, let's not forget, by the end of the night, we still have the SmackDown World Title match to go. By the end of the night, the Undisputed Era could hold two major SmackDown titles.
That is true. SummerSlam last year ended with a Money in the Bank cash-in and a new world champion being crowned on SmackDown. Cedric Alexander just kicked Bobby Fish in the head.
And Adam Cole just repeatedly runs into Roderick Strong.
I was going to ignore it if you were.
Thanks, 2K.
And now, Fish throws him in the corner. No, counter from Noam Dar. Noam Dar grabs him. Fish throws him over the top rope. Bobby Fish. Noam Dar taken down by Kyle O'Reilly. Now Bobby Fish stalking Noam Dar. Tag made. Here comes Kyle O'Reilly as the legal man. Roderick Strong picks up Noam Dar. He's got to be careful, though, as Noam Dar just kicked Roderick Strong in the knee. Roderick Strong has to be careful there.
To get caught again.
Absolutely caught again. Went for a kick. Noam Dar taken down. I was going to say Roderick Strong needed to be careful. He doesn't want to get his team disqualified as Noam Dar going to stretch out Kyle O'Reilly here.
And maybe stretch here. Oh, wait. Rolling through. And O'Reilly right back to that technical style of wrestling. Oh, like I was saying earlier, Xander, Kyle O'Reilly is possibly one of the most dangerous strikers in all of Universe mode.
That he is. Kyle O'Reilly is a former NXT Tag Team Champion and a former NXT North American Champion. He's had singles success, but he's also a great tag team wrestler. Kyle O'Reilly is a fantastic performer in general, as many people are aware. As now Cedric Alexander grabs Kyle O'Reilly, and Kyle O'Reilly grabs the arm and takes out the arm of Cedric. Now, another super kick. It's a very super kick heavy night, isn't it?
Yep.
Some might say it's a super kick party. Cedric Alexander grabs him. No, that was not a reference. That's not a tease to us bringing somebody in. Trust us, they're not coming. There's a kick.
I thought it was a super kick fest or a super kick palooza.
Maybe. And now, O'Reilly sends him off the ropes, knee into the ribs of Cedric Alexander.
Or a super kick social gathering.
Perhaps. These current times, only if there's less than 10 people there.
Yeah.
And now, Kyle O'Reilly.
Wear your masks. Anyway.
Into the corner, Bobby Fish tagged in. Now Fish picks Cedric up to his feet, and Bobby Fish grabs Cedric Alexander, throws him in the corner. Bounces him into the corner. Tag made. Here comes Kyle O'Reilly. Ray, it's time. Total elimination.
Total elimination finally lands. Here we go. And Noam Dar.
He can't get there.
2, 3. We have new tag team champions on SmackDown, and their names are Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, representative of the Undisputed Era.
The reign of the Hurt Business has come to an end. The Undisputed Era begin their conquest to drip in gold. Look at that total elimination. We haven't seen that move in quite a while. Great to see it back, and the Undisputed Era are going to celebrate as they have just captured their first bits of gold as part of SmackDown. Cole is pretty much guaranteed to be a world champion one day. And pressure's on Roddy.
And Roddy, he has to be eyeing Shinsuke Nakamura at this point.
Undisputed Era are your winners, but we're moving on to our next bit of action. Because, ladies and gentlemen, up next, it is time for... It's time for Rollins versus Murphy.
Xander, we talked about personal matches earlier tonight with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. This might be the most personal match in the history of Universe mode right here. These two were friends, longtime friends, mentors, brothers in arms, and it has led to a blood feud between these two.
exactly has a story that's been told for a year now. The Messiah, his disciple, now turned. You can see it right on his tights in the design of a Seth Rollins logo. Messiah Slayer.
The Messiah Slayer here tonight. You know Murphy is here tonight. He says he's here to eradicate Seth Rollins. To eradicate the disease known as the Monday Night Messiah that he helped cultivate. But I don't buy that. I think he's just doing this for his ego. For the sake of his ego. Because he can't handle the fact he wasn't able to cut it with the Messiah. The Messiah had to go and find a new disciple. A new man to push. And here comes the Messiah himself. Seth frickin' Rollins.
Well, I'm going to shut this down before it even starts. Seth Rollins coming out here alone in this no-holds-barred match tonight because Seth Rollins himself agreed to the stipulation. It was not forced upon him. He agreed to it that if Murphy could beat Roman Reigns, Rollins would come out here in this matchup alone, and the only people involved would be Rollins and Murphy. Everybody else would be staying in the back. Rollins agreed to this, therefore, deck is not stacked against him. No conspiracies. Got it? Cool. Seth Rollins making his way to the ring.
Well, I think you're rushing to conclusions on that.
What makes you say that?
I think you're rushing to conclusions that people would be saying that.
Do you think there's a controversy here, Ray? That Seth
No, I don't think there's controversy at all. I don't think Rollins needs anyone by his side to kick Murphy's ass.
Well, it's the matchup we've been waiting for. Arguably, since Championship Monday, maybe even further back.
Seth Rollins, what is a disciple? Someone you teach a lesson. And this might be Murphy's final lesson. When you stab the Messiah in the back, you are damned. Just like Judas. This is the hanging of Judas right here.
Stab him. Am I the only one who remembers that Rollins is the one that turned on Murphy? Am I in an echo chamber? Am I the only one who realizes Rollins is at fault here?
Yes.
Murphy with a drop kick right out of the gate. It's no holds barred. All weapons are legal. Everything is legal. No countouts, no disqualifications. Well, that's a bit reminiscent, isn't it?
A sledgehammer. Oh!
Rollins has that one well scouted. Rollins with a drop kick of his own.
Like I said, probably the most personal match we've ever had in Universe mode right now.
And Rollins with a knee strike to Murphy.
This has been brewing and brewing and brewing for an entire year.
And now Rollins. Oh, Murphy with a Hurricane Rana takes him down. Murphy now standing over Rollins, went for a kick to the back, it connects. Murphy, knee strike to Seth Rollins. And now Rollins gets caught with a double axe handle. And there's a kick. Now Rollins. There's a shot to Murphy. Seth Rollins spinning wheel kick. And there's a forearm. Seth Rollins with Murphy back into the ring. And now Murphy in some trouble. Rollins picks him back up, and Seth Rollins grabs Murphy. And what's Seth Rollins thinking here? Whoa, Murphy had it scouted. Of course, if you saw Raw this past week, everybody knows Murphy decided to walk into a handicap match against Seth Rollins and Shane Thorne. Murphy got his ass handed to him on Raw, getting pinned by Seth Rollins. Man, Murphy really shouldn't have even been competing on Raw. Murphy's just been in a bad way these last few weeks. He defeated Roman Reigns 2 weeks ago to earn himself this matchup with Seth Rollins, but Roman Reigns couldn't accept that he lost, so he just put a beating on Murphy just to avenge his own loss. And now Murphy out here tonight. Like I said, I don't even know if he should medically be cleared to be out here going up against Seth Rollins. There's a cover from Rollins, kick out from Murphy. But tonight is the final chapter between these two.
Murphy, with a Hurricane Rana.
Murphy now picking Rollins up to his feet, and Seth Rollins in trouble. Rollins thrown over the top by Murphy. Murphy now off the ropes, takes down Seth Rollins. Now Murphy up to the top rope. Murphy went for an elbow drop. Seth Rollins gets out of the way. Now Rollins grabs Murphy. And head first into the barricade goes Murphy. And now Rollins picks Murphy up, and Murphy throws him back in the ring. And now Rollins, Murphy's got a chair. Oh, that's really been the focal point of this rivalry. A steel chair into the ribs of Rollins and Murphy.
No, on the chair.
Of course, a curb stomp onto the chair put Murphy out for a month, and then followed up with a curb stomp onto the chair. Oh, Murphy just crashed and burned, and Rollins is going to mock him now. As I was saying, a stomp on the chair put Murphy out. Murphy returned and stomped Rollins onto a chair and put Rollins out. Rollins goes tumbling over the steel steps. And now Rollins picked up by Murphy, and Murphy with Rollins over the barricade. And now what's Murphy thinking here? Murphy hops the barricade as well. Right hand to Rollins. Rollins punches him right back over the barricade. And now Rollins steps away. Murphy right back over the barricade though. Murphy's not giving up. Murphy with an uppercut to Rollins. These two brawling into the crowd now. Rollins with a kick to the ribs. And now Murphy with an elbow strike knocks Rollins back. Rollins shoves him right back over the barricade again. And Rollins trying to just keep his distance from Murphy, it almost seems. Follows him back into the ring area. Murphy going up top, and Seth Rollins coming into the ring. Murphy off the top. Oh, went for an elbow. Rollins out of the way. Rollins with a kick to the back. And now Murphy has him down in the corner. Murphy with a baseball slide.
An amazing baseball slide here. Oh, ooh! So, went over the rope, hitting a senton, and Murphy sending him to the outside. Oh!
The Messiah has fallen to the outside. Murphy, oh!
Murphy hitting his knees on the concrete out there.
And now Rollins back into the ring, and Seth Rollins, right hand, no. Murphy out of the way. Murphy, knee strike, no! Rollins puts him in the corner. Murphy counters. Murphy comes out of the corner, and Murphy, Hurricane Run into Rollins. Murphy picks Rollins up to his feet, and now Murphy grabs Rollins, and Murphy throws him out of the ring. Murphy to the outside he goes, and now Murphy picks Rollins back up to his feet, and Murphy grabs Seth Rollins. Taken towards the barricade, potentially. What's Murphy thinking here? Oh, throws Rollins into the barricade. Murphy hops the barricade himself now. What's Murphy thinking here? Walking into the crowd, perhaps. Murphy almost egging Seth Rollins on as if telling him, come on, bring it on. And Rollins is staggering. Murphy's out in the crowd.
They're going to find the crowd now.
Murphy's found a sledgehammer out in the crowd. He's looking for toys. Murphy's coming back, but Rollins is following him. Rollins going right after Murphy now. Rollins
I really question whoever put dangerous construction equipment in the crowd.
That's a good question. Rollins with an uppercut to Murphy now. These two fighting right back where he started in the crowd. Uppercut again from Rollins. He's knocking Murphy back towards the crowd. Back towards the ring. Murphy fighting back, and now Rollins headbutts him
amongst the fans.
Rollins throws Murphy back further into the crowd pit. And now Rollins right hand again knocks back Murphy. Seth Rollins knocks him towards the crowd. Now Rollins right hand to Murphy. Seth Rollins with an uppercut. Well, Murphy, you told Rollins to fight you out here. Careful what you wish for, man.
Murphy's on the table. Murphy's being dragged towards that table in the crowd.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Rollins through the table. Picks Murphy right back up. Put him right through that table.
And
Rollins
again. Wait, Murphy already reverses it. Ooh, flat on the concrete.
Murphy's got a kendo stick now. Off the ribs of Rollins. Went for it again. Rollins out of the way. And now Rollins heading back towards the crowd. So Murphy gonna give chase. Rollins trying to get the hell away from Buddy Murphy. And Murphy is giving him chase here now. Back towards the ring. And now Murphy on the outside of the ring. It looked like he's potentially thinking to go for that table. Rollins catches him with a right hand. Seth Rollins, well, Murphy shoves him away. Murphy throws him to the announce table. And now Murphy bounces Rollins off the announce table.
What a great...
Throws him back in the ring.
This has been a brawl so far. I don't know who put a table at ringside. That wasn't me. Anyway.
Got a drop kick from Murphy, and I have a weird feeling that even if they wanted to, they couldn't pick that up. And now Murphy calling Rollins up to his feet. Murphy kicks him in the ribs. Here we go. Looking for the end. Looking for Murphy's Law.
This could put a bookend on the rivalry, but no, it doesn't.
The Messiah kicked out. Seth Rollins, one of the most resilient men in the WWE. See, Murphy picks up the table, but then he almost seemed like he couldn't hold it up. Seems like some mystical force didn't allow him to pick it up. Strange. Now Murphy. What's he thinking out here? Rollins falls to the outside. Oh, he runs right into a knee. Murphy might have suckered him in there. Now Murphy throws the announce table cover on him.
He's destroying the announce table out here. Luckily, we're up on the ramp.
Yeah, we get the special announce table. Not like those losers. And down goes Rollins. Murphy now grabs.
But if they come up here, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, we're in some danger if they come up here. As now Murphy's got Seth Rollins. Puts him against the announce table. What's Murphy thinking? Murphy. Oh, man. Going up on the table.
Oh, my God.
Well, payback's a bitch, ain't it? Murphy.
Through the announce table.
A DDT puts Rollins through the announce table. Murphy takes down Rollins through the announce table with a DDT. And look at Rollins laid out just across the floor. Now Murphy's throwing him right back into the ring, and Murphy following Rollins into the ring. He could end it here. But Rollins up to his knees. Murphy. Well, this is a strange bit of symbolism. We saw Murphy in the same situation the other way around last time these two met. And now Rollins set up the ropes. Murphy, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker to Rollins. And now Murphy.
Rollins! Oh, almost getting hit with the chair.
And now, Rollins snatches the chair and shoves it into the face of Murphy. Rollins takes him down with a bulldog.
The bulldog connects here, and he goes to the cover. One. Oh, nope.
Murphy not even allowing himself to stay down for one. Now Seth Rollins. What's he thinking? He goes to the outside, and Rollins springboards. Oh, went for a frog splash, but he overshot.
A major overestimate there by Seth Rollins. Could be a critical error in a match like this.
And now Rollins, well, he's managed to get back to his feet before Murphy can get back to his. Steel chair from Rollins to Murphy. And again. Remember these chair shots gave Murphy the concussion several months ago now. And now Rollins is looking to put Murphy out for good. Throws the chair across the ribs of Murphy. Rollins grabs the chair again.
Rollins says he made Buddy Murphy out of love, and now he's going to have to end Murphy the same way, and he's going to do it. Oh my God. What's he looking for? No, not again.
Not again, Rollins. Not again. Murphy's trying to get up to his feet. Oh my God. Rollins gets caught. Murphy countered. Murphy. Right hand. No. Rollins counters. Rollins with a drop kick.
I want Rollins to win this match, but not again on the chair, guys.
Rollins, like I said, trying to end Murphy tonight. Puts Murphy right next to the chair. Rollins knows what happens when he does it like this. Oh no, here we go.
On the chair!
Curb stomped into the chair. That's it.
Count to 100.
Two.
No!
Murphy kicked out.
Buddy Murphy has kicked out of a curb stomp right onto the steel chair.
Murphy just kicked out, and Rollins. Whoa, Murphy throws Rollins over the top rope. Rollins with a kick to the head, and now Rollins. Springboard. There's the knee.
A huge knee there by Rollins.
That could be the turning point in this matchup. Rollins with a forearm. Murphy sends Rollins off the ropes, and Rollins, Murphy went for a knee. Rollins, crucifix from the Messiah. 1, 2. Ooh, Murphy kicked out. And now Murphy. Rollins with a forearm. And now Seth Rollins with Murphy over the top rope. Seth Rollins sends him crashing to the floor. And now Rollins going up top, and Seth Rollins going to come off the top rope. Moonsault!
Right. Look at the height he got on that.
He just moonsaulted Buddy Murphy, and now Rollins telling him to put the other announce table. Rollins, I guess, looking for turnabout fair play here. Ripping the monitors away. Now he grabs Murphy and picks him up, and Seth Rollins. No, Murphy with a kick to the knee, to the ribs. Murphy, right hand to Rollins, and now Murphy. Here we go. Bicycle knee.
Giving Rollins that 3-piece with the soda, and now he's going to put... And what's he going to try to do? Ooh.
Rollins counters. Murphy kicks back to his feet. Rollins grabs him, though. And now Seth Rollins with Murphy. throws him into the announce table. And now Rollins with a right hand. Oh, the Kingslayer knee. Seth Rollins with the Kingslayer knee. And now he picks up Murphy. Throws him back into the announce table. And now Rollins, what's he thinking? Seth Rollins grabs Murphy. Oh no, here we go again. Here we go again.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Falcon Arrow.
The Falcon Arrow right through the announce table. Just...
The table shattered beneath these two.
Possibly one of the most brutal matches we've ever seen here in Universe Mode.
And now Rollins throws Murphy back into the ring. Look at the carnage at ringside here from this match. And now
the janitorial staff are not going to be happy after this.
No, they are not. Now Rollins just seems to be waiting. Waiting and lying in wait for Murphy to stand up. Telling him, stand up. Murphy, gonna counter. Grabs Rollins, scoops him up, but Rollins counters. He shoves Murphy towards the corner. Rollins, no, Murphy kicks him in the ribs. And now Murphy, drop kick to Rollins. And now Murphy springboard. Oh! Much like Rollins' frog splash, Murphy overestimated the length he needed to go on that moonsault. Into a cover. One, no. And now Murphy went for a kick to the back. Rollins. Bulldog again to Murphy. Murphy. Oh, Rollins going to stop him before he goes out of the ring. Rollins kicking the ribs. Pulls Murphy in. Oh no. Rollins. Not this, not this, not this. Okay, I was worried we were about to see the turnbuckle powerbomb. Stun gun instead. And Rollins is looking for the end. Rollins looking to end it against his disciple tonight. His former disciple, excuse me. Face first into the turnbuckle goes Murphy.
People often talk about how hard that turnbuckle is without the padding. Even with the pad, that turnbuckle can do a lot of damage.
That it can, as Rollins now calling up Murphy. This is it. Rollins gonna look for the curb stomp one more time. Murphy just countered. Murphy kicks him in the ribs. Here we go into Murphy's Law.
It could all be over here for Rollins.
One.
2,
We're
3. Murphy has slayed the Messiah.
The Messiah Slayer has risen. Buddy Murphy defeats his former mentor.
And possibly the most insane match we've ever seen here in Universe Mode. We had announce tables falling apart everywhere.
Weapons, everything you could have asked for. Your winner.
The Messiah Slayer, Murphy.
He's done it. He's freed himself from the shadow of Seth Rollins. Murphy can finally focus on himself. Seth Rollins no longer an issue Murphy has to deal with. But up next, we have more action coming up. We're coming up towards the end of our night, because up next is what you've been waiting for, the Raw Women's Championship.
The most dominant champion possibly in the history of women's wrestling here in Universe Mode. Rhea Ripley, she dominated NXT as this women's champion for a long time, and now she's here to face Ronda Rousey.
When the show was being set up tonight and the card running order was being written, it was a large debate between management. What goes on as the main event, and this matchup nearly took the main event slot tonight. But tonight, Rhea Ripley is finally getting the match she's been wanting since the night after WrestleMania.
Rhea Ripley, let's not forget what she did in NXT and what she's done since coming to the main roster. She is a dominant woman. And her only blunders, I believe, on her record is a loss to former NXT Women's Champion Candice LeRae.
You're absolutely right, it is. Rhea Ripley has hardly ever lost. But now she's coming up against a woman who has never lost. She's coming up against the baddest woman on the planet. The Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey. She, when she came to Universe Mode, she had the guiding light that she has now walking behind her, Paul Heyman.
Rousey gonna enter the ring. Ronda Rousey has entered the ring, and now tonight, Rousey has to put the Women's Championship on the line in what is arguably her greatest test yet. And that is the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. So it's Ripley. It's Rousey. Here we go. Oh my god! Right out of the gate!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, if you could hear that, that was Paul Heyman screaming at ringside.
Ronda, no! Ronda, no!
I don't think anyone expected that. Rhea Ripley came right out of the gate with her biggest move in her repertoire, the big boot. And Ronda Rousey now going for her biggest move. Into the armbar. Both women looking for their biggest shots right out of the gate.
Heyman begging her to tap out. Oh.
Heyman knows Rousey's reign as the champion is in the most trouble it has ever been in. Against Rhea Ripley. And now Ripley drops Rousey.
Let's not forget, Rhea Ripley was a women's champion for roughly 8-9 months.
It was about this time last year when she won it.
Off a woman we saw be victorious earlier in the night, Shayna Baszler, who herself has fought Ronda Rousey, did not go so well for her.
It did not. As now now Rhea Ripley, so you got Shayna on my mind now. Hip toss or arm drag takes down Ronda, and now Shayna.
You're in some weird stuff.
I am tired. Full disclosure, we did Takeover earlier today, so we've been at this for 4 hours now.
Yep.
But
we had a good break in the middle.
Rousey spinebuster to Ripley, and now Rousey picks Ripley up to her feet, and Rousey grabs Ripley, throws her into the corner. Heyman slides a chair in case Ronda needs it. Never would have thought Heyman would think Rousey needed help winning a match, did you?
I mean, when it comes to Rhea Ripley, maybe.
And now one.
And no 2 count there.
Ronda now. She's having to put up a huge fight here against Rhea Ripley.
It's just a massive task to overcome when it's time to face a woman like this.
Right about that. And there's a huge arm drag off the top. You know, I almost wonder, when Rhea came right out of the gate with that kick to the head, I almost wonder if Ronda got kicked in the head so hard she thought she was fighting Holly Holm again.
You don't get to make the UFC references. I get to make the UFC references.
I've had that one written for weeks. And now, Ronda Rousey holding the arm of Rhea Ripley, and Rousey takes out the arm. And Ripley in some trouble now, but Ripley pushes the boot away from Rousey, and now Ripley with a drop kick.
A massive drop kick there by Rhea Ripley.
And now Ripley picks Rousey up, and Rousey in trouble here. She picks up Rousey, and Rhea Ripley has her for a hanging suplex.
But Rousey's kicking.
And Rhea Ripley falls back with it.
Heyman's still freaking out ringside, trying to distract Rhea Ripley.
Heyman is desperate for Ronda. Oh, there's a huge Olympic slam from Rousey.
An Olympic slam. Ronda Rousey, a former Olympian herself, a world-class jiu-jitsu artist.
That was a couple clotheslines here from Rousey. We've already seen Heyman. It's been an up-and-down night for Heyman. His client Lesnar losing to Riddle, but then he seems to have taken on a new task in being the special counsel to the tribal chief, which we also saw earlier tonight. Ripley, she went for the boot. Rousey countered.
She's going for the boot here. This match
has been very high-paced, for sure. And now Rousey picks Rhea Ripley up to her feet. This matchup, really, you look at Rousey and Ripley, you look at their records, you look how they fight. This is the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object. And now Rousey getting caught by Rhea. Off the ropes. Drop kick.
A massive drop kick. Heyman desperate for Ronda to turn the tide.
Well, Ripley might want to turn the tide in a different way, if you know what I'm saying. And now Rhea Ripley holding her up again for another hanging suplex. Look at this from Ripley. She's going to look to drop Rousey here with A suplex takes her off of her feet.
A massive standing suplex there.
And now Ripley off the ropes. Spear to Rousey. Takes her off her feet. Rhea Ripley picks her up. And now Rhea grabs Rousey. Oh, was looking for Riptide. Rousey with a kick to the ribs. Ronda with another kick. And now Ronda with Rhea. Takes her down. Ronda Rousey boots her in the face. And now Rousey takes her down. And now into a cover. 1, 2. Oh no! Ronda Rousey not able to put her away there. And now Ripley. She's in for the fight of her life here. She knew what she was getting into fighting Ronda Rousey.
I think everyone does. Ronda Rousey is just... She's just next to impossible to stop. But Rhea Ripley coming in here tonight.
Oh, here we go. Yet again. Right back into the armbar. The armbar.
Can she get out of it? Can she escape the armbar here?
The armbar is in. We saw her fight out of the attempt a moment ago, and now she's having to try and fight out again. Rhea Ripley usually just takes 2 armbars for Rousey to beat someone. Ripley takes her down.
Ripley taking her down like Amanda Nunes.
And now Ripley, with Rousey up to her feet, grabs her, pulls her in, and now Ripley, again, that hanging suplex to Rousey takes her down.
Not holding her in the air as long this time. I think that's a sign that Rhea's getting tired, and you get tired really fast when you're fighting at this pace.
But here we go. Riptide.
Ooh! Heyman! Heyman's freaking out on the side and there's a rope break.
For Heyman's sanity, thank God there was a rope break. Kick to the ribs. She's doing it again. No, she's not. She's going for someone else. Plants her in the mat. Still effective, though. 1, 2. Ooh.
No.
Ooh. Nearly got her. Look at this. Ronda Rousey is retreating.
Ronda Rousey, and Rhea's not letting that happen. Flying Rhea, boom!
What a cross body. Right in front of those replaced announce tables. Those got replaced pretty quick.
You know what? Our janitorial staff here, they're just fantastic.
Absolutely. They're the best. As now Ripley picking Rousey up to her feet. And right hand to the ribs from Rousey. And now Rousey grabs Ripley. Ripley swats her away. Kicks her in the ribs. Rhea Ripley. Well, Rousey catches her, and Rousey with Ripley in the corner. Rousey. No, Rhea counter. Well, Rousey gets caught. Rousey, look at this. Pops her up. Gut-wrench powerbomb.
An amazing gut-wrench powerbomb there.
Holy heck, this matchup has gotten insane. 1, 2, no. Rhea Ripley kicks out. And now Rousey with a kick to the back, and Rousey takes Rhea back up to her feet. And Ronda Rousey grabs her. Rhea counters. Rhea Ripley. Oh no, Rousey counters, and Rousey went for a clothesline. Rhea sidestepped her. Rousey with the elbow strikes, knocks her back. And now, Rhea went for a kick to the ribs. Rousey catches her, throws her into the corner. Ronda Rousey clotheslines her. And now Rousey picks Rhea back up to her feet, and Rhea Ripley in trouble. Rousey with a kick to the knees. And Ronda Rousey now grabbing the arm of Rhea Ripley and takes her down. Rousey picking Ripley back up to her feet, and Rousey went for a jab. Ripley out of the way. Ripley, no, they collide again. And now Rousey with these quick jabs again going after Ripley. Ronda Rousey, I think she knows her championship reign is in jeopardy right now, so she's doing everything in her power to stop Rhea Ripley. Throws her in the corner. Right hand, and another. Ronda Rousey with a jab. Oh, look at the strength. Don't count Rousey out. She throws Ripley across the ring. Ripley's twice her size. Keep in mind, Rhea Ripley's twice the size of Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey here trying to get the belt. Heyman screaming for the ref to count that pin, but you know.
Rhea Ripley is just a big, strong competitor. A big, strong woman is Rhea Ripley. And as she scoops her up, and Rhea counters. Paul Heyman. Oh, Rousey throws Ripley across the ring again. Ronda Rousey throws Rhea Ripley across the ring again. Rousey with a jab turns Ripley around. Rousey plants her in the mat. And now what is Rousey thinking? She turns Ripley over, and Rousey has the arm of Ripley. Takes it out. Takes out the arm. Ripley rolls out of the ring. Wise strategy from Rhea Ripley there. She got out of there before Rousey could lay in more hits. Now Rousey gets caught with a drop kick from Rhea. And now Rhea Ripley stalking Rousey. Rhea saying it's about to be over. Rousey puts herself in the ropes, though. What's Rhea thinking now? Rhea Ripley grabs Rousey off the ropes. Whoa, look at that. And a crossbody.
An amazing crossbody there by Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley punching Ronda down. Ronda trying to keep in her mouthpiece.
Oh, that would have been a message straight to Paul Heyman if she hit that one. Rhea Ripley was looking for a German suplex. Remember, Ripley a few weeks ago hit Heyman with the Riptide.
And a great, body slam there. What?
And now Ronda Rousey going after the leg. Rousey may have to get innovative if she wants to beat Rhea Ripley tonight. The armbar, it's worked on her opponents in the past. It's worked on Baszler. It's worked on Mickie James. It's worked on Bianca Belair. It's worked on Beth Phoenix. It may not work on Rhea Ripley, who countered the armbar. Big boot. 1, 2, 3. It's over. It's over.
Rhea Ripley is the new women's champion.
Rhea Ripley just planted Ronda Rousey with another big boot. She went through hell and back to do it. Your winner and the new Raw Women's Champion, the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. And I think I speak for everybody when I look at this image and I say it's about damn time. Ripley has finally... Oh my god, no. No. Not tonight. Not tonight. She's doing it. Bayley's cashing it in, Ray.
Bayley. Oh no. Bayley's cashing it in.
Remember last month, Bayley was coming down to cash it in on Ronda Rousey, and Ripley left her laying with a boot as well. Ripley wanted to be the one to beat Rousey. Well, Bayley's let her have this, and now Bayley's picking up the pieces of Rhea Ripley.
She did very well against Ronda, but nonetheless she is hurt, and Bayley's going to take advantage. And
this is a huge superplex incoming. Bayley plants her across the ring. Rousey is down. Or Ripley is down. Rousey's out. Rousey's gotten out of here. Rousey stormed off saying something about screw this place or something. As now Bayley standing over Rhea Ripley.
Something about not being appreciated even though she gets paid millions of dollars. I don't know.
As now Bayley takes down Rhea. Rhea Ripley somehow just kicked out of that superplex. And now Bayley's turned her over. And Bayley, well, look, it's going after that injured arm. Going after the injured arm of Ripley. We know Rousey's done a lot of damage to that arm over these last few minutes. And Rhea Ripley's going to slip out of it, though. She's fighting out of the armbar again. She punches Bayley.
Ripley holding her own in this cash-in.
She knocks back Bayley and kicks her in the back. Now Rhea Ripley grabs Bayley and drags her now away from the ropes. There's a kick to the ribs as well. And now Bayley picked back up by Rhea. And Rhea Ripley mocking Bayley now. Clotheslines her. And again, and now Rhea Ripley off the ropes. Drop kick to Bayley. I don't know if Rhea Ripley's in a position to be mocking right now, though. As Rhea picks up Bayley. She's got her for the hanging suplex. But like you said, she's not spending as much time up there with her. She's tired.
Yes.
Now Rhea, what's she thinking here? Neckbreaker to Bayley. Rhea Ripley. Standing over Bayley again. Bayley is down, and now Bayley. Well, Rhea can't keep her down. Drop kick again takes down Bayley now, and Rhea Ripley calling her up. Calling Bayley to her feet, and Rhea gonna look to grab Bayley.
Bayley reverses it. Bayley looking for... No.
Ripley counter. Ripley with a kick to the back of the head.
This might have been a bad time to cash in, Bayley.
Ripley is doing her damnedest to stay in this one. Doing her damnedest to remain the Raw Women's Champion for the short time she's had it. And now Rhea Ripley standing tall again. She's calling up Bayley, looking for one last big boot. Here comes Ripley. Bayley ducks. Bayley kicks her in the back. Ripley swats her away. And now Ripley went for a right. Bayley punches her in the head. Bayley with a clothesline. And now Bayley. Oh boy.
Bayley setting up. Here we go.
Grabs her into the headlock driver. And Bayley into the cover. 1, 2, 3.
We have a new women's champion, and it's former Miss Money in the Bank, Bayley.
Rousey and Ripley put each other through hell, and then Bayley came in and picked up the pieces of the night. Rhea tried her damnedest to keep Bayley down, tried her damnedest to save the championship. But your winner and new Raw Women's Champion, Bayley. It's happened. I can hardly believe it myself, but it just happened. There's only one match left tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on this note. There's one match left.
And it's the main event. Part 2. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A rematch from WrestleMania.
Coming up next, absolutely, is that matchup. The second year in a row, Money in the Bank's been cashed in at SummerSlam.
And we could see it again tonight.
It's very true. We could see a second cash in tonight. But it's the main event. Big gold is on the line.
Part 2 of this blood feud between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. They had their first match at WrestleMania, in which Johnny left victorious with the Intercontinental Championship. Johnny now once again challenging, but this time for the World Heavyweight Championship. Johnny Gargano coming down here, dressed like Wolverine. I love it, Maggle.
I thought you hated this guy. Silence.
I like the outfit.
Johnny Gargano looking to repeat history tonight. If you listen to these last few weeks of SmackDown, the relationship between Gargano and Ciampa is very interesting. They say they love one another like brothers, but they're going to put that all aside when there's prize on the line. Ciampa saying he will never be separated from Goldie, and Johnny Gargano saying that at the end of the night we're going to be looking up and seeing a new champion. His name is Johnny Bleeping Wrestling, according to the episode. I mean, there was a bleep in there, so I said that's what he said was bleep. Here comes the World Heavyweight Champion. Here comes Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa. Some call him a backstabber, some call him a bastard, but we call him the World Champion.
Not only is that, Tommaso Ciampa making his way to the ring. A World Heavyweight Champion.
This is my moment, is what he's been saying to Gargano repeatedly, and tonight he will try to claim it against this troglodytical mass known as Johnny Gargano, as he faces down with the true champion, Tommaso Ciampa.
We're about to find out if the Rebel Heart or the Black Heart stands tall at SummerSlam. It is round 2, as Ray very, very correctly put it. Ciampa now tonight, he's left the old Goldie behind, and now he holds up what he has dubbed Big Goldie.
These two men know each other so well. It is, it's like it's literally like fighting your sibling. It's fighting someone you both love and hate at the same time.
Very true. As Ciampa with the World Heavyweight Championship in hand, Gargano and Ciampa one-on-one in the main event of SummerSlam. Introducing first, the challenger from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 204 pounds, Johnny Gargano. And his opponent from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa former Intercontinental Champion, and earlier this year ripped that championship away from one of the more dominant champions we've seen here in Universe Mode, Drew McIntyre. Like, basically, I mean, it was a competitive match, but he soundly beat Drew McIntyre, and in the rematch, he beat him again.
He absolutely did. Tommaso Ciampa has not been anything but a convincing champion. He's been the most convincing champion we've seen in a while in Universe Mode. Gargano's coming right out of the gate here. Spinning wheel kick. Gargano, super kick.
An immediate... No. Come on. Yeah.
Ooh, for a frog splash. Ciampa out of the way. Ciampa with a boot to the back of the neck. There's a kick to the back now. And Gargano picks Ciampa up. Ciampa promised that tonight wouldn't be a WrestleMania rerun. Gargano said, no, it won't. It's going to be worse. And there's a suplex. And now Ciampa standing over Gargano. Ciampa with a kick to the back. It's such a complicated relationship between these two. And now we're seeing it unfold here in the main event of Summerslam as Ciampa punching him in the face repeatedly. Went for a kick to the back. Gargano.
Look at who Ciampa's defended this belt against so far. Drew McIntyre, Daniel Bryan, John Morrison, and Edge. Just all four of those guys are just show-stealing athletes, and Tommaso Ciampa beat all of them.
Now Ciampa just, plants Gargano into the mat. And now Tommaso Ciampa with Gargano.
Take him up again. Boom! Onto the floor. Count it, ref. 1, 2. Motherfucker.
There's a kick out from Gargano. And now Ciampa picks him up, and Gargano arm drag to Ciampa. And now Gargano kicks him in the ribs. Turns him into the corner. And Gargano, what's he thinking here? He grabs Ciampa. Gargano. Ties him up in the ropes. He's got until the referee counts to 5. And Gargano releases it. And now Gargano, slingshot. Went for the spear. Ciampa sidestepped. Gargano's got him in the ropes. He sends Ciampa off the ropes. Gargano hops him. And, hops over him again. Gargano, elbow strike to Ciampa. Now Gargano with Ciampa up to his feet. Ciampa in trouble. Gargano firing away, but Ciampa with Gargano plants him into the mat. And now Gargano gets kicked in the back by Ciampa. Ciampa turns him over, and Ciampa with Gargano and a stomp in the arm. Ciampa with a stomp in the arm, and now Ciampa, coming down with the right hands again to Gargano.
Pounding on him again, and Gargano is sniveling like the little pig he is. What's
Ciampa thinking here? Ciampa turns him around, knee to the face, clothesline to Gargano. And now Gargano picked up by Ciampa, and Ciampa gets caught with an uppercut by Gargano. Gargano went for a kick. Ciampa knocked him in the ropes. Gargano with Ciampa off the ropes. Slides beneath him. Gargano pops up. Head scissor takes him down. And now Gargano going up top again, and Gargano gonna look to fly. Ciampa's down, but Gargano's saying to get up. Ciampa back to his feet, and Gargano. Went for a Dragon Whip Hurricane. Project Ciampa. But Gargano was in the ropes. Ciampa caught him for Project Ciampa.
And Lauren looking to land this knee and end Johnny Wrestling. Come on! Ooh!
Just like WrestleMania, though, Gargano sidestepped him. Super kick. And now it's starting to look a lot like WrestleMania. And Ciampa now picked up by Gargano, and Gargano grabs Ciampa, throws him into the corner. Gargano turns him around, and Gargano grabs Ciampa, scoops him up, and lawn darts him into the corner.
Come on, Ciampa.
Gargano now, his turn to look for his half of this. And now Gargano, super kick to Ciampa. The kneeling super kick to Ciampa. 1, 2, no.
Thank God.
Ciampa kicked out, and now Gargano picks him up. Gargano with a forearm. Went for a right Ciampa counter. Ciampa hung up in the ropes. Ciampa now hung up in the ropes as Gargano through the ropes takes down Ciampa. And now Gargano to the top rope, and Johnny Gargano. He's up top. Gargano went for a frog splash. Ciampa has that one well scouted, though. And now Ciampa with Gargano pops him up and power bombs him. Another cover. 1, 2. Gargano kicks out.
Ciampa says he's had several great moments here, but this one is his moment. The moment he will defeat Johnny Gargano and retain the championship on one of the biggest stages we've ever offered here in Universe Mode, SummerSlam.
Gargano with an uppercut. And now Gargano picks Ciampa up to his feet, and Gargano, right hand, grabs him into the full Nelson. Ciampa finds the counter. Ciampa grabs Gargano, and now Tommaso grabs Gargano, puts him in the ropes, and Ciampa, here we go, looking to hang him in the ropes. 4 Willows Bell.
An amazing move there by Tommaso Ciampa. 2, no, not today.
Gargano kicked out. Ciampa with a kick to Gargano now, and Ciampa picks Gargano up to his feet. And now Ciampa throws Gargano over the top, out to the floor. And now Gargano and Ciampa to the outside of the ring. The referee begins his count now as Ciampa outside of the ring at 2. Spinning wheel kick knocks Gargano towards the announce table. Gargano counters. Now Gargano with a right hand throws Ciampa back into the ring, and Ciampa is down. Gargano up to the top rope. Johnny Gargano off the top. Frog splash.
An amazing frog splash there. There's the 1. There's a 2. No.
Ciampa kicked out. Gargano now caught with a right from Ciampa. And now Ciampa. Gargano rolls through. Gargano, nearly caught him. Ciampa sidestepped it. Knee strike from Ciampa. Both men have each other very well scouted, as you would imagine they would. They've known each other for so long. Gargano's dumped out of the ring. And that's a shade to where this story all began, back at the Royal Rumble, where, of course, Ciampa eliminated Gargano. Now Ciampa, an elbow strike to Gargano.
An amazing elbow strike there.
And Ciampa with Gargano. Back into the ring he goes. Ciampa now follows Gargano back into the ring. Gargano, right hand, takes down Ciampa. And now Gargano with Ciampa up to his feet. Gargano kicks him in the head with a super kick. And now Gargano picking Ciampa right back up. He's not done. Gargano with a right hand, puts it in the ropes. Went for a right. Ciampa counter. And now Ciampa grabs Gargano. Ciampa lock is in. Has Gargano by the arm, but Gargano managed to grab the ropes. And now Johnny's in trouble as Ciampa turns him over, and Ciampa looking for a cloverleaf, it seems. Ciampa with a cloverleaf in on Gargano.
That amazing cloverleaf, and Johnny immediately grabs the ropes. Come on, Ciampa. Bring it in the middle of the ring.
And now Gargano. Super kick. Out of the ring goes Ciampa. And now Gargano. What's he thinking here?
Gargano surveying
this way. Oh.
Misses.
I think he was expecting Ciampa to run back into the ring at that time.
But now, he knocks him out again. But Ciampa holds on.
Oh, here we go. Gargano, one final beat. DDT on the apron.
That could knock a man's eyes out if hit hard enough.
And now Gargano. What's he thinking here? Tells the referee out of his way again. Gargano runs the ropes. Now he takes down Ciampa with a dive through the ropes. Had to sucker him in with a false sense of security.
Come on, man.
Into the ring goes Ciampa. Gargano follows. Gargano now. He's standing over Ciampa. Johnny kicking the back. And another. Johnny, no. Ciampa counters. Gargano caught him with another super kick. Ciampa pulling himself into the corner now. Ciampa up in the corner, and Gargano comes running in. Ciampa sidewalk slams him.
An amazing sidewalk slam there by Tommaso Ciampa. And Ciampa
right back into the cloverleaf.
And this time he's nowhere near the ropes.
Gargano's in a load of trouble right now. Johnny's in so much trouble, but he rolls through and shoves him back into the ropes. And now Gargano. Super kick, no. Ciampa out of the way.
Ciampa. Ooh, what a
German.
nice suplex.
Big German suplex now. Gargano. Well, Ciampa, you might have cost yourself. Gargano slingshot spear. The slingshot spear from Johnny. Johnny wrestling is looking for the end here. He picks up Ciampa. And Gargano, right hand, turns him around. Hooks the arms. Picks him up. Plants him. And now Gargano turns Ciampa over. Gargano escape. Is it going to be a WrestleMania replay? No, Ciampa had the ropes.
Ciampa gets out, and now, oh no.
Gargano just collapses in the corner. Pulls himself back up though, and now Gargano telling Ciampa, stand up, and Ciampa's doing so. Ciampa's back to his feet. Gargano, running neck breaker to Ciampa.
An amazing running neck breaker there.
And now Gargano picks Ciampa up, and Gargano with a chop, and another. Ciampa counters. Ciampa, clothesline to Gargano. And now Ciampa picked him up. And Gargano, stomp to Ciampa. And now Ciampa taken down by Gargano. Gargano going up top, and Johnny going to the top rope. Here we go. Double stomp.
An amazing double stomp, and he immediately slides in to try to cover one. Then there's the two, and there's a no.
It's a kick out from Johnny.
From Tommaso.
Excuse me, yeah. We've been at this a while. As now, Gargano picks Ciampa up to his feet. Tommaso Ciampa getting knocked back. Gargano, right hand to Ciampa. Ciampa, no, swats him away. Grabs Gargano into the Ciampa lock again.
Into the Ciampa lock, and there's not a lot for Johnny to do here but try to escape.
Gargano's in so much trouble right now, but he rolls out. He rolls Ciampa out of the way. And now Gargano staggers. Right hand to Ciampa. Right hand again. Ciampa in trouble. Gargano looking to take him down, but Ciampa kicks him. No, Gargano counters. Gargano, right hand to Ciampa. And now Johnny Gargano grabbed. No, Ciampa knocks him back. Ciampa grabs Gargano. Ciampa with Gargano into the ropes. Oh, he's going to look for it again. Slings him through. Looking for a second. Willows Bell to Gargano.
The Willows Bell connects.
That's going to do it. One, two, no. And Ciampa's just looking at him like, damn it. Just simply, damn it, Johnny. Ciampa just standing over him. I don't know if Ciampa knows what to do next.
Ciampa, he doesn't know what to do, but he's still telling Johnny Gargano to bring it on.
And Gargano in one last act of brazen bravery almost takes him down. Cover. 1, 2. Oh my God. Gargano can't believe it.
No one can believe it. No one in this arena can. I can, though, because I hate Johnny Gargano with every fiber of my being.
Right to the eyes.
Yes! Come on!
Into
fairy tale ending. Boom! It's over. 1, 2, 3. Yes!
That's it.
Tommaso Ciampa has retained over Johnny Gargano in the main event. Tommaso Ciampa has claimed his moment.
Ciampa beats Gargano tonight in the main event of SummerSlam. That's going to do it. What a night it has been at SummerSlam. We've seen 2 new Raw Women's Champions, a new WWE Champion, new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, a Money in the Bank cash-in, a classic between Ciampa and Gargano, the alliance of Reigns and Heyman.
The fight pit.
Exactly, the fight pit. That was my next point. But the destruction of a friendship. And finally, your winner and still World Heavyweight Champion, Tommaso Ciampa. Thank you all for watching. As always, I've been Xander.
I've been Ray.
That was Universe.